Hello, hello. Welcome to another day of Slay the Spire. As noted, we are going to go ahead and try to beat Ascension 10 with the Watcher. Alright, let's see what we have here. I never mind the starting relic with Watcher, particularly because a lot of them give you energy every single turn, and this only gives you 1 energy at the start of the game, basically. But you get to use it whenever you want. Obtain a random rare card. Rare cards in Watcher are pretty good. Transform 2 cards could be good as well. Check out the map here. So we have a late Burning Elite. We have some decent elite pathing here. Some shops, early shops. Elite pathing's a bit awkward, actually. The outs are kind of weird in that they branch off in the opposite direction that we might want to go. Although maybe we can not take the Burning Elite this first run because the outs on the other side look a little bit better. On the first act, I mean, not on the first run. We're obviously going to take the Burning Elite at some point on this first run. Hopefully. I think we'll just go with the random rare card. It's usually pretty good in Watcher to take a random rare card. Lesson learned, that's going to be great. That will end up being a great card in our deck, I have no doubt. We could take the 5 combats, the elite, and then the shop. The shop will definitely have enough money after the 5 combats and the elite, but I'm just wondering if we'll be too low on HP to take the elite on, but I think with a lesson learned we might be fine. We could take 1 shop before then, do a remove, so that we could get a double remove in these 2 shops. I think that might be okay, because we'll have enough money at least for the remove. Maybe we find something else that's even better. Who knows? Good morning, Michael. Of course, Slay the Spire. Every time. Every time this guy. I swear. He's addicted or something. Clark is doing okay. We have not heard back from the vet since we last updated them, but yeah, he seems to be doing alright. Yeah, I'm not sure about Clark. He's being weird these days. Being a little bit silly, I think, because I've been going to work more often rather than staying home and working, I think is what's probably going on. Okay, so we have a Tranquility here, which is a decent card for sure. Third Eye, also a decent card. Conclude, we saw the power of Conclude in our Ironclad deck the other day. Conclude being a very good card in the first act, of course, because there's lots of multi-enemy fights in the first act. And in the whole game, I suppose. I should note that it is in the whole game, but Conclude is also just a big attack early on, and big attacks early on are pretty nice, although less necessary in Watcher with Eruption, and we have the Lesson Learned as well. Oh, Lesson Learned sort of de-incentivizes us to take the Conclude, actually, because we don't want to... If we draw those 2 cards together, then we can't really play the Conclude and the Lesson Learned at the same time, is one thing to note. So maybe that's not the card we want right now. We could take the Third Eye and then remove in the next shop. Remove a defend, I mean. so that we sort of upgrade the defend into this better card. Tranquility isn't bad in the early game for sure, because you can be a little bit more risky with your wraths. You can go into wrath a little bit more often because you have the tranquility. I think I like that. Getting the extra energy as well is certainly nice for the early game when we don't have very much energy floating around. Good morning, David. Cubed. Okay. Am I just too tired, or is this a David form that costs $71? What? What is this? This is the most insane shop in the second level I've ever seen. What the heck is this? This is so good. I think we just have to take this. This is just such a good card, and it's on for 71. Wow. The shopkeeper is crazy. Buy something. You know what I'm gonna buy. You priced this out very nicely, my friend. I think there's no way we don't buy that. That's the most insane pickup I've ever even seen in this game. That's absurd. Deva form on the second level, and it's 71. That's just, wow. That is quite the deal there, my friend. I don't think we're gonna play it here. Can't afford to take 12 damage right now. I still just can't even believe that it was sitting there in the shop, $71. Go ahead and get the extra damage in there. Next turn we won't be able to kill him unless we somehow draw the eruption. Well, I guess somehow is 1 in 7, so not that unlikely, but I think we double block here, strike. It's unfortunate that we're shuffling the lesson learned into our discard, but at least we're not taking any damage right now. And it's a bit unfortunate because next turn... Okay, so we can eruption here, and then just hope that we find the lesson learned. We have the tranquility, we have the vigilance in our deck. We're not gonna kill him because we definitely want to get the lesson learned off in this fight. That's like a guarantee. We definitely want that. We did not find it here, but we can reduce him down to 1 and go back into calm. I think we will take damage here. Yeah, we'll take 3 damage here. I guess we didn't have to reduce him, did we? Yeah, we probably didn't need to strike there. So I guess we took a little bit of unnecessary damage. But, which card? Oh, yeah. Clark likes his belly pet, actually. Benny does not. Benny is one of the trap kitties who likes to pretend that he wants his belly scratched, and then as soon as you do it, then he's like, haha, you have been tricked. Yeah, the Deva form, yeah. I mean, it is, the 3 energy is pretty pricey early on, for sure. But, I do like Deva form a lot. And the extra ethereal, like, it's not... I mean, we have Ascender's Bane in the deck already, so it is a bit like having 2 curses early on, but... So we can take the Flurry of Blows. We have a bit of stance changing action here. A bit of it. I mean, Flurry of Blows isn't bad anyways. The other thing we could think about keeping is, say, the Battle Ham, or sorry, not keeping, taking, is the Battle Ham, or even the Flying Sleeves isn't bad here. It's a decently large attack, and Retain, I find Retain is pretty good with Deva Form, and Lesson Learned. You get to, like, spread out the damage in specific turns, but I think we'll take the Flurry of Blows here just because I think getting the whole stance changing thing online, Deva Form helps with that, and stance changing is a good deck. We should take the good deck stuff rather than the bad deck stuff, which we learned last time on the Ironclad run, is that we actually should take the good stuff. So 9 plus 26 is not going to be lethal here, so let's go ahead and just Deva Form, and then we'll chill. Hey, I have the Cultist Potion too. Oh no, you performed a ritual instead. You didn't even spend a potion. This guy's a cheater. Get our Flurry of Blows back there. So it looks like an Eruption Lesson Learned will kill him now. So if we happen to draw that in the next 2 turns, we can play it without impedance. Lots of block here. Okay, come on. Nope. Okay. We still have enough block. Oh, we're gonna take 1 damage, but it should be fine. We'll lower him, but not kill him. Yeah, so we can lower him to 2 here. Just chill. We'll take 1 damage, but it's definitely worth. Well, we couldn't have killed him anyway. We only had that much damage, but it's certainly worth. Even if we could have killed him, upgrading with that. I didn't want to really upgrade the Lesson Learned or the Deva Form right there. Having an Ethereal for the first little bit is probably fine, but I don't mind upgrading it either. I think I'll take the Inner Peace here, even though we don't have as much Wrath as we do Calm. It's really nice in the first act to be able to exit Wrath whenever you want to, and the draw is also good here for the Deva Form support. Extra energy needs extra draw, so this is a bit scary here. So we can deal with the Louse, right? So that's 15. He has 16 health. Super annoying. But I mean, we're gonna take 13 no matter what we do, so we could just Deva Form and chill. Or we could Deva Form, Miracle, and strike him, because we're gonna have enough energy next turn. We don't need the Miracle, right? Or we could Inner Peace instead. I think since we're taking the 13 no matter what we do, because we don't have any block in hand, we should just go ahead and Deva Form here to guarantee that in the next few turns we'll be able to deal enough damage. Or at least play the cards that we're given. It's a bit unfortunate to take this 13 here, but again, we had no choice, right? Stancy here seems pretty nice. We can go ahead and kill the other guy with the Talk to the Hand, so we don't need to worry too much about saving that enemy or the kill later. So we have him at 5, and we're almost guaranteed to draw this. We are not 100% guaranteed to draw it, but we're pretty close to guaranteed to draw it, so as I say that, we don't draw it. So we're just gonna chill. Doing this would be stupid because we can play the Lesson Learned next turn. Lesson Learned being a card, of course, that if you kill something with it, you upgrade a random card in your deck. I don't know if I ever said that, but that's what it is. It's pretty nice. So Spirit Shield isn't a bad card at all. I mean, that's why it's rare, right? But I don't think we'll have enough cards in hand to really make use of it very often. At least right now. I mean, it can be a pretty nice card. even if you have 4 cards in hand other than it, then it's 12 block for 2. 12 block for 2 isn't the best card in the world. But I think maybe we take the Simmering Fury just because we need a little bit more Wrath, and I do like the start of turn effect of Simmering Fury. It's pretty nice to enter Wrath. On your next turn, get some extra cards so that you're guaranteed to actually draw into some attacks, or not guaranteed, but you're pretty likely to draw into some attacks is what I'm trying to say. We can go ahead and Simmering here because he's asleep. I think I was gonna say I think I might Cultist Ritual here actually, but I'm not sure it's actually necessary. We'll wait until next turn, because next turn we'll know if we have like the Deva form up or not. Okay, so we do grab the Deva form here, which is pretty nice when he's asleep. We can play the Flurry here. I don't think we'll break him this turn though, because, I mean, there's no reason to do so, right? We don't have the energy to deal the damage that we need to do. I think we will be fine when we have the Deva form up. We have some attacks next turn. It's a sort of perfect combo here of things going on. So we'll go ahead and strike Eruption Inner Peace. Although we don't get much of a stance changing effect with the Flurry of Blows, we end in Calm, and I would worry if we did not end in Calm here because he's going to deal 20 damage next turn. So not ending in Calm seems a little bit too silly to me to be doing here. We're going to play all the cards in our hand here. We are going to Simmering Fury, even though, you know, it might be ill-advised to do so, because next turn we do have an empty in our hand with Tranquility, so that's certainly a nice thing to note here. Getting the Flurry of Blows out there is nice, of course. We have a lot of energy here, so let's go ahead and Vigilance, get the Flurry back. We'll play the Flurry, we'll play the Inner Peace, and then we can Flurry, go into Wrath. The Lesson Learned will be lethal here. I don't mind a Chimeric Fish, especially early on. Getting some extra gold in there is certainly nice. So we have the Flurry. This is the card that I was kind of thinking of when I said that Spirit Shield is usually like 2 energy for 12, and I said 2 energy for 12 is good, but like it's not the best thing in the world, because like Protect is Retain, gain 12 block, right? So Protect is probably better than Spirit Shield in normal circumstances. If you're in like a circumstance where you have, say, a ton of draw, if you have a ton of Inner Peace, or you have like a Runic Pyramid or something, then yeah, of course you're gonna take the Spirit Shield. The Spirit Shield's great. You get probably like at least 15, maybe like 25, or not 25, like 21 block from it most times, at least. So it's gonna be better than Protect or anything like that. But without much draw at all, it's basically just Protect without the Retain, which is not going to be good, right? I think we'll take Mental Fortress here. We have some stance changing going on, so yeah. I mean, I guess the stance changing deck is a little bit boring to watch if you've seen it a bunch of times, but Rushdown is obviously going to be good here. So is Fear No Evil. So is Inner Peace. So is the Remove, of course. So is Madness. Like, lots of things going on here that we would like to take. I think the Rushdown is fairly important to the deck. The Fear No Evil is such a good card as well, so I think those are the two picks here. We'll have only 11 left over, no, 10 left over, because this is 81, so we won't be able to buy anything else, but we can't buy like Inner Peace and Rushdown, although I'm not sure if I would do that anyway. It's a little bit too much draw. We don't have the money for Ragnarok, and I don't know if we buy it anyway. Count of Greed is already competing for that fatal spot, so we wouldn't buy that anyway. Ragnarok is sort of the same issue, I guess. Go ahead and take both of these, I think. And then the question is, should we go to a campfire here, or should we go to the elite so that we can go to the burning elite? I think going to the elite is a little bit too risky. With 36 health, we're about half health right now, and half health going into 4 fights, 2 of them elites, possibly more fights, is a little bit too risky for me. We could think about smithing here, for sure. We're only going to take 1 elite in these next few fights. We need to think about whether we're going this way, or... So it's either in these 3 different paths that we have, we either have an extra fire in either of these. Well, this one has 3 enemies and a fire. This one has 2 enemies and a question mark and a fire. And this one has 2 enemies, 2 question marks, and they all have elites. So we're fighting 2 enemies at least, and then the question is, do we want a fire and a question mark, or a fire and an elite, or an enemy, or no fire and 2 question marks? I think the answer is probably fire question mark. We haven't hit very many question marks at all. Actually, we've hit none of them. So giving some opportunity for, like, the beggar or whatnot to get the random relic is probably worth doing. So we're going to hit up this fire next, so we are going to get the chance to smith and heal if we want to, or double smith if we prefer. So I think we'll smith here. We'll see what we get in the... I think we want a cheaper wrath. We'll see what we get in the chest here, and if it's good enough, then we won't have to rest. Well, that's... We definitely choose to rest and smith in the right order if we're going to rest here. I think we will rest here because we'll heal to full, and it'll be less likely that we'll have to rest up here. And it's good not to rest up there anyway, and to have a little bit less HP because we're going into Hexaghost and he deals more damage. When you have more health, I think he tries to do it close to half your health in the second attack as possible. Which of course is going to be a little bit rough if we are healthy like this. So I think we'll start with the looter because he will leave if we do not kill him. And we can probably draw here. Okay. I think we'll use the miracle to block to block 5 of this damage. We're gonna take a little bit of damage here, but we didn't really have a good out. I mean, I can't remember how many of those. I think we have 1 defend before we drew. I would have double defended if we had double defend in our hand, I think. I guess we'll get Devaform up. I mean, taking another big chunk of damage, but we don't really have anything, honestly, to defend against it. So we're just losing all the HP that we just gained back, unfortunately, which is not very cool, but, you know, I guess that happens sometimes, right? Hopefully we're able to draw the lesson learned. We are able to draw the lesson learned, so it's 26 damage. He's at 28 health. So I think we'll go ahead and put the eruption here, the strike over here, and the lesson learned over here. We can simmering and slime, and then chill. it's very likely that we'll be able to kill this guy next turn. I think probably guaranteed, but yeah, it's guaranteed actually. Yeah, see, I don't know if I would play the David form in that fight if we didn't draw it with a hand with nothing else really. We need some more block, some more stance changing is always welcome in a deck like this, so Empty Body seems like the obvious pick here. We're definitely going to take it from the Hexaghost, honestly. So, we need the block to be able to not take it, hopefully. This deck is very dependent on the draws right now. Like, if we draw Flurry of Blows early, we're out and ahead, but drawing it a little bit later is almost guaranteed death. So we're not guaranteed to get an out here, which makes me a little bit worried to Simmering Fury. We could use the upgrade potion here to block in fully and Simmering for 3 cards instead of 2. Might be worth it here. We also upgrade the Miracle as well. I think I'll go ahead and do that. So then we can block in and Simmering, and we get 3 cards instead of just the 2. The 3 cards will allow us to probably find an out. I'm not sure if it will guarantee it, but I am hoping it will. We'll have a lot of energy, and we'll have a lot of draw. We do find an out. We find the Deva form, the Mental Fortress. We find a Fear No Evil as well. So let's think about damage here. So we have 18 plus 16 damage, which is not going to be enough to kill one of these guys. I don't think it's only 34. They have 39 here. So we're not going to be able to kill one of these guys this turn, so we should think about how much block we'll have. So we can Deva form, Mental Fortress, Miracle, Empty Body, or we could Fear No Evil, Empty Body. That's only going to get us the 6 plus the 7, 13. So if we play 1 Defend with that, then we will be at... Yeah, so we can go ahead and Deva form, we can Mental Fortress, we can use the Fear No Evil. Yeah, we're gonna block in fully because we're gonna exit Calm here. Yeah, we're gonna block in fully. We should have... No, we couldn't have used the strike, actually. We could have played the Deva form last and done that a little bit slightly more efficient, actually. We should have probably thought out our whole turn before we started, rather than at the end of the turn. And we knew we were going to switch stances twice, so actually, I think we didn't need to exit Calm, but it was going to happen anyway, right? So... This is slightly weird here because we could do like Rush Down Tranquility Inner Peace to draw these cards and then exit our Calm with the Flurry Blows in hand, so we shuffle our deck without shuffling the Flurry Blows back, which is going to be good. Even if we don't draw here, we will do that anyway because we'll get the Flurry Blows in our hand anyways without even missing a play of it. Alternatively, we could Rush Down Strike Lesson Learned on this guy to kill him, and we will take 10 damage though, is the other thing. We Tranquility, Inner Peace, Rush Down Eruption. We'll be at 2 energy, and we'll be in Eruption, and this guy will be dealing 20 damage. We'll have 6 block. That's a lot of damage we would be taking there. Unless we could somehow get more energy, I don't think that's really the play. It's just tough here because the lesson learned is not killing him. Yeah, it's really quite tough here. I think we'll go ahead and just block and do the strike damage and pass. We're not going to be able to lesson learned on this entry unless we somehow draw it next turn. But yeah. So I think we'll flurry when this is doubled on the sentry, with the eruption, of course. So let's start working on this guy right now. We're gonna. Why did I do that? I literally said what I was gonna do and then did something completely different. I feel like that's happened a couple times in this stream, and I feel very silly about it whenever it happens. So we're gonna empty body here because it gets us back our flurry, and then I guess we can defend it. Doesn't really matter. We're not gonna keep it or use it or use that energy that we didn't need anyway. So we can draw here if we want to with the Tranquility Inner Peace. I think it's probably worth doing here. Unfortunately, Lesson Learned is not lethal, so we're gonna have to keep that around for a bit. Our draw pile is looking terrible right now. We have 11 cards and 5 of them are dazed. So we're just gonna have to chill for a little bit here. Yeah, so we're just gonna be chilling until we see that lesson learned in our hand, basically. Next turn we can go ahead and Simmering Fury, but if we draw it, that is, to get the better chance for the draw on the lesson learned. But I think if we don't end up getting the lesson learned here, then we might just have to end it anyway, if we don't find an out either. So we do find the lesson learned, which means that we're golden here. We were very close to not being able to play it, even though we were against 3 enemies. Damaru is pretty nice for sure. We can pick up some kind of other mantra card, and then Damaru will definitely help us out there. It helps with the intervals. Like if you have a 3 mantra card, when you obtain 10 mantra, then you enter divinity. So the extra 1 mantra really helps if you, the extra 1 or 2 mantra or 3 mantra that you get from Damaru really helps with the counting. We can go ahead and take another Empty Body, I think, or possibly a Protect. I think Empty Body is slightly better with our deck. Something good here. I don't think we really want the gold for the lost HP of HP. We're probably not going to rest here because it's the Hexaghost, which means that we really don't want to be forced to rest by the next fight, so taking that extra HP loss is worse for sure. This is kind of a weird thing to come across because we already fought this guy, but he was with another enemy, so it's kind of like, why are we getting this fight now? We got a harder fight with this guy earlier. It's a bit unfortunate that we don't have the block to block in here. Could think about drawing cards here. It's not the worst idea. So here we can go ahead and Mental Fortress. I think we're gonna Empty Body because we don't have the energy to be playing Inner Peace. I guess if we Inner Peace Empty Body, we will have the energy, right? So maybe it is worth doing, right? Get 2 energy back from doing that. Fortunately, the lesson learned is not enough damage to kill him, but we can rush down Simmering, draw a bunch of cards next turn. Be in Wrath. We'll draw 4 extra cards at the start of the next turn. Oh, that's too many cards with this in our hand. Actually, we'll overdraw by 1. It's a bit unfortunate that we overdrew, but we can try to finagle this so that we end up getting the lesson learned here if we're smart about it. So we can play the Fear No Evil maybe, or we need to like stance change, so we can probably start with the Tranquility, I suppose. Eruption to draw a couple cards. So we don't get to draw the lesson learned here, so we're gonna have to set up for next turn lesson learned. So we shouldn't empty Wrath here. We should try to stay in Wrath if possible. Deva Form is not doing anything right now. The difficulty here is that if we stay in Wrath and we draw something like Inner Peace, but not the lesson learned, then we won't have the draw to be able to get to the lesson learned. So maybe we do Vigilance just so that we can get the Inner Peace line. He's only at 13, he'll gain some block for sure, but I think we will have enough damage with the other thing. We could always Fear No Evil here as well. I think that's probably overkill at this point, because the Miracle is going to give us the energy next turn to do a strike or something anyway, so we don't end up drawing the lesson learned, so it's a good thing we went into Calm, so that we are able to draw it now. We can go ahead and start with a strike, then Miracle and lesson learned. Upgrade on the Inner Peace is certainly a good upgrade. A Wallop is certainly something worth taking at some point, especially with the Deva Form and the potential Divinity and the Wrath. It's all very, very good for Wallop, but I worry that we don't have enough draw to be consistent here. We do have a Rushdown and an Inner Peace, but I do worry that we're not going to be consistent enough with a 22 card deck. I think this is a little bit of everything, so consistency maybe is being added with this rather than taken away. We can increase the consistency by upgrading the Rushdown here if we would like to, so that we guarantee that it gets out on the board when we draw it. I think that's a decent upgrade here. 1 to 0 is certainly a good upgrade, especially with things that we definitely want to play when we draw them, rather than something like Tranquility, which we basically can play whenever we have the energy to do so. This is a pretty crappy first turn. We're going to take the Ritual here. He's going to attack next turn, and we won't have really a perfect hand. Well, we might have a perfect hand. This isn't a bad hand by any stretch of the imagination. We could Vigilance Miracle Wallop, or we could Vigilance Empty Body, and then we'll have another 2 energy to play with. So Vigilance Empty Body is going to be 15. 15 plus the Wallop will be enough block to block in, so I think that's probably worth doing here. We'll lose our Calm status, but it's fine. Oh, we also get the Mental Fortress bonus. I forgot about that. Maybe we would have been fine with like Empty Body, then Vigilance, but we did an extra 10 damage. I'm not sure what that's worth. I don't think it's really worth much, but that was very loud in my ears for some reason. Let me know if that was too loud for you guys. It was like oddly loud, like louder than I feel like it usually is, at least. So we have we have a choice here. We can either strike Inner Peace, or we could Tranquility, Inner Peace, draw cards, but I don't think we're gonna... If we draw the Deva form, that's bad, right? So we should probably just strike Inner Peace. Oh, the Flurry. I forgot about the Flurry. Whoopsie. Deva form is, of course we want to play Deva form here. We could Deva form defend here, just to block in a little bit of that damage. Probably worth the miracle to get that 5 HP. We're eventually going to win on the strength front anyway, so... This is kind of a weird hand. I guess we can Empty Body, Fear No Evil, and Simmering Fury. We'll get lots of energy, lots of draw next turn. Get 4 extra cards, so we have a full hand. Very nice, very nice. We can Flurry here. Might as well spend our energy, right? So let's go ahead and spend it. This is only 36, so it's not lethal yet. I think... No, let's not draw here. Let's just go ahead and Inner Peace. Yeah, next turn we have a decent hand for being able to finish him off, or at least do quite a bit of damage. So we can Flurry here instead and just defend up, and it doesn't really matter. He's not dealing damage to us, but we can defend for the sake of it. Calipers might be nice in this deck. We tend to get a lot of block with the Mental Fortress. Playing the Eruption to get the Flurry Blows back in our hand, or does it? Maybe the Empty Body is slightly less risky, because I'm not sure if I think the Rushdown actually does trigger before the Empty Body comes back, or the Flurry Blows comes back, so maybe we should Empty Body first. Flurry. Oh, dang it. Okay, well we can do this anyways. It's fine. We can Flurry here, of course, because we're free to do so now. We have lethal here, although if we go out of Wrath, then we're gonna go ahead and try to draw for the... We didn't get the Lesson Learned, unfortunately, but we can take the Eruption Empty Body here if we want to, which means we will draw 2 more cards, so we could draw the Lesson Learned. We didn't draw the Lesson Learned, but and we're not going to bother. Maybe we shouldn't Empty Body, because we're already blocking this in. This is 32 damage, we have 45. Next turn... Next turn we'll draw 5 of these cards, so it's not really guaranteed that we'll draw the Lesson Learned, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4 cards out of 9 cards. So wait, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There is a hand where we can't kill him next turn, but I think that hand is pretty edge case, and I don't think we need to quite worry about it. We're not going to kill him this turn. We're going to stay in Wrath, because that will increase the odds that we're able to kill him next turn. I mean, maybe we should have gone to Wrath, because we can kill him with the Lesson Learned without Wrath, right? So, I mean, it doesn't really matter now, right? But it wasn't a bad idea at all to go out of Wrath there. Brilliance isn't too bad, especially with Damaru, but I think Vault takes the cake here. Vault is such a good card. You get to take an extra turn, and it's only 3 energy. We'll definitely take the Violet Lotus here. That's a no-brainer. Violet Lotus being this relic where if you exit calm, you gain an additional energy, so you're getting 3 energy from exiting calm. This would basically guarantee that we can go almost infinite with our deck. So let's find this Burning Elite here. So there's a Burning Elite here, which means we can only take 2 elites at most, which is probably fine. There's no late shop, so we'll take this, probably take this early shop here. We have to take 3 fights, elite, campfire, and then another fight, and then the burning. We have a campfire after if we need it. Yeah, okay, this should be fine. I think this path is giving me the best vibes here. Ah, okay, well that's not the best path for sure. Clark says hi, also. Say hello, Clark. Hello, everyone. I'm Happy Kitty. I have nothing wrong with me at all. No problems with my bum. I'll take the extra turn and the 2 cards, I think, here. Thankfully we get an exit. I mean, we have a lot of exits in our deck, so I'm not too surprised by the exit. Can also take the extra 2 energy, so it's either the extra 2 energy or we end in calm. I think we'll take the extra 2 energy here and the extra 2 strikes that would come along with it. Oh, extra 3 energy because of the Lotus Flower. Oh, we get to kill this guy, that's great. Okay, well that was certainly worth doing. I don't know if Deva Form is worth playing here, actually. Deva Form is actually not that great in a Lotus deck, because Lotus already has a lot of energy, but I guess Deva Form can help you get off the ground in a way, but it's definitely not as good in not as good in a Lotus deck as it is in a regular deck, for sure. At least I would say. I don't know if I'm alone in that evaluation, but that's what I would say. We can Vigilance, Flurry of Blows, Corruption, and then Lesson Learned. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Prostrate is really good with Damaru. Fear No Evil also really good. Empty Body also really good, but I think we'll take the Prostrate with the Damaru, something that we don't have yet. All of our strikes are somehow upgraded. I mean, yeah, they're all upgraded already. And we have 4 instead of 5 of them, so we removed one at some point. I don't remember removing one, but apparently we did. Or wait, no, the Watcher doesn't. The Watcher only has 4 strikes. 4 strikes, 4 defense, right? But yeah, I don't think it's worth it to take the bites here. I don't think Vampirism is very good in this very specific instance here. If we had like Blood Vial and we could trade it for the Vampirism, I still wouldn't do it, I don't think. I don't think it's quite worth it. Here we could Deva Form if we Miracle. I think maybe that's probably still worth it here. Even though the stance changing gets us an additional energy, this just gets us an additional energy without a stance change, right? So, seems pretty good still, right? We'll just go ahead and deal our damage here. We don't need to play the Calm because we can play it next turn anyway, right? And that'll be better in case we need a stance change. I mean, the Hex, whenever you play non-attack card, shuffle 1 days into your deck. Idiot drop out. It's certainly worse with the tranquility out, but I don't think it's like so terrible that we need to worry about it. Can probably vigilance here. We don't need to worry too much about the dazed, I don't think. And then simmering fury, I think we'll also play here just to get some extra cards, get the wrath going. Could probably vault next turn if we draw it. We'll draw 4 extra cards, so we'll draw a full hand here. Okay, well, we didn't, oh, obviously we didn't get the lesson learned because it's not in our deck. We can, I mean, we could certainly kill this guy with what we have right now. We can stance change until we've killed him here. The question is, we didn't draw the vault and we have no draw in our hand, right? So, I guess we just forego the lesson learned this one time, right? Yeah, it's probably fine. Again, the conclude sort of blocks the lesson learned. We could take the protect, but I feel like with the empty bodies, the vigilance, and all of our defense still, we probably have just enough block. I'm not sure if we have. Maybe it's worth it in this act. Actually, some of the elites hit pretty hard, so yeah, maybe it's worth taking 1 protect here. It's certainly not a bad card, and the retain definitely helps. We've had some rough fights here for sure. Definitely do not like these fights that we've been having. Although the Day of Form turn 1 is never bad, of course. When the enemy's doing nothing, that is. Well, nothing is a bit of a stretch there. They're definitely activating a very powerful effect, but we want the block anyway, so let's think here. I guess we just defend, and I guess we just strike because Fear No Evil does nothing, right? Or it does the same amount, or does 1 less basically than an upgraded, not an unupgraded, an upgraded strike. So mixing up my words today, mixing up my words. I don't know what's going on with my brain. A bit tired, so I guess I need more coffee or something. We need more wrath, I think, is the issue. Definitely gonna empty body here, there's no question about that. We're gonna take quite a bit of damage here, unfortunately. It's not looking too hot. This deck really lives and dies by its draw, but we did draw the flurry of blows early on, so, and the mantra, or sorry, the Day of Form, so I'm not sure really what we can say about that. Lives and dies by its draw. We got a good draw, so what are we really complaining about, I guess? Or how can we really complain about that? Prostrate here. I'm just trying to think about whether or not we can use the inner piece to draw or not. I don't think we'll be able to, but I think it should be fine with what we have currently. We can Miracle here, probably is worth doing. So let's think about our energy here. So, 18 times 2 is 32, so I think this is, or it isn't, no it isn't, 36. 18 times 2 is 32. Yeah, that's stupid. 16 times 2 is 13. Oh boy. Go ahead and just use the flurry of blows up, I suppose, is what we're doing here. We don't need the extra energy. We don't even want to play the protect here because we want to retain it. Fortunately, we couldn't shuffle our deck with the Deva form, or sorry, not the Deva form, the flurry of blows in our hand is what I meant to say. We can strike, simmering, and vault here, which is a pretty good free turn there. Get a ton of energy this turn, 11 energy for this turn. Do we have Lesson Learned still in the deck, or did we use that? We already used that, okay. Yeah, we upgraded the Vigilance, right? I remember that. So we can wall up and fear no evil and be happy with our choices. Should we take another empty body? That's a good question. I don't know if we have the draw to be supporting this many cards in the deck, but empty body is certainly one of the best cards in our deck right now, at least. I think we'll take one more, but I don't think I would take another one after this. We definitely need more draw in our deck. I think we will take the membership card here. It's certainly going to be good now and later. Are we in Act 3? No, Act 2, so it's definitely going to be good. Overall, here, we can... Crescendo is certainly something we should take here. And probably the removal, but we should think about maybe Mayhem or something like that. I think the removal is better than Mayhem here. I think we probably will end up resting also. Peace Pipe would have been nice, but we don't have the money for it. We didn't have the money for it even before we bought the membership card. It's a bit unfortunate because Peace Pipe would be a nice card to get. I think we'll remove a defend here. Yeah, probably a defend. All the strikes have been upgraded by the Lesson Learned, which is honestly, like, I would have preferred some defend upgrades to just, like, deal less damage to us overall. I don't think we want to take any of these. We'll see. We'll save our money for potential, like, oh, we have only one question mark ahead, but a potential shop or there's an event that gives you like a random relic for 85 gold, and you want to sort of keep 85 gold around for that in case it happens. I guess it's also an event that takes all your money for a relic, so you can't really play around that, right? We have the Rushdown, we have an Eruption, so we can draw. We also have a Wall Up, so we can definitely work with this. Prostrate's gonna be nice to get out there early. I think we'll go ahead and deal with both of these guys instead of leaving Eruption. Actually, maybe it was worth it to just kill the Fat Gremlin and leave Eruption with Inner Peace. Maybe it was worth it, but we have already made our choice here. He sometimes attacks in the second turn, but yeah, sometimes he will rally, especially if you kill the other guys, so we're lucky here that he rallies instead of attacking us, because we didn't have an exit that turn, which is a bit unfortunate, but you know, it's always possible that it'll happen, so you need to prepare for it if it does. We can Vigilance Empty Body and then Deva Form here, because we'll get the 3 energy back with the Violet Lotus. That'll give us quite a bit of block, especially with the what's it called, Mental Fortress. And we can go ahead and hit this guy a few times while we're doing it. We're not going to end up killing him, but we can do a little bit of damage there. I don't really like that we're weakened, but at least we have the Deva Form up. We didn't take any damage. So all is good. Oh, that is a lot of damage. Yikes. Big yikes. We can... Guess we can crescendo to try to draw like the vault or something. Jeez, this is a bit rough, huh? We could even gambling potion to see what we get. It's unfortunate that we're weakened here, because if we weren't weakened, we might have the chance of lethal with the vulnerable potion. So I don't think we have lethal, so we should maybe gamblers brew out this lesson learned and strikes. I think we'll keep the stance changing stuff, but more block or the vault is certainly welcome here. We can simmering vault here if we want to, although maybe fear vault is slightly better. We'll draw a lot of cards with simmering vault. I'm not sure if we'll get 4 energy next turn or 5 energy. With the... I'm not sure if the David ticks up on your vault turn, is what I'm saying. I'd like to be... I'd like to see if it does, so... It does tick up on your vault turn, that's interesting. How interesting this game can be sometimes. We're gonna again work on finishing these guys off before we start working on the big guy, because I don't want to take the damage that they're dealing me, is essentially what it is. I think the strike is sort of the best move here. We can fear no evil over here. Deal some damage. We can inner peace if we're feeling confident. I think we're feeling confident. And then empty body for the energy. Deal this damage again. And then the question is, do we have enough energy to be going into Wrath again? And what does the card situation look like then? Because we're going to draw 2 cards with Rush Down, and the Flurry Blows will be back in our hands. So we'll have 3 more cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 3 more cards. We need to get rid of 1 card before we do that. And we don't want to play this strike just yet. So we could always Vigilance Crescendo here. It's actually not a bad idea here. Get some more block, deal some more damage, crescendo. And this is 6, which is perfect damage there. We have the empty still. We have enough damage, or we have enough block to possibly even stay in Wrath, so I think we're pretty fine here to start just like not worrying about our stuff too much here. Yeah, well 28 is 56, which we have with this, so, and more. So we'll go ahead and empty here, I think, to grab the Flurry back. We'll play the Flurry, and then we'll play the Simmering to draw 2 cards next turn. We probably should have played the Tranquility there, because we're going to draw 9 cards this turn, so we're going to overdraw by 1, unfortunately. Let's think about lethal here. So we have 6 energy, this is 18, this is 36, not 32. We can go into Divinity actually with Prostrate, so I think that's probably the play here. So this is 27. Okay, let's think about 39. 39 needs how much more damage until we have lethal? So 39, 88 minus 39 is going to be 50, 40, 39. Is 39 times 2 88? Is that real? 60 plus 18. Yeah, that is 88. Huh. That's a very funny coincidence. So we can strike wall up, lesson learned here. Or we could, yeah, strike wall up, lesson learned. It's probably fine. So once we go into Divinity, we're almost guaranteed. Dreamcatcher is pretty nice here. We're almost guaranteed that we are able to finish him off, or win the game. I say finish him off way too often, and it's not good. We'll take a Talk to the Hand, I think. Talk to the Hand's a pretty nice card, especially in a deck like this. Resting doesn't seem bad here. We get the extra card, or we get the extra card choice. We don't need to take a card, but we get the Regal Pillow, so we'll heal the full as well. So, oh, not heal the full. I must have miscounted. I did a quick math, but quick math I think was 10 off. The Study or the Evaluate actually isn't too bad, but the Mental Fortress does call my name. I think we don't need the draw. We have the Rushdown. If we were able to get a Tantrum or something, the Rushdown will become a lot more effective. So I think we'll go ahead and take the Mental Fortress just because it makes us more powerful in a later game, not a later game, but a longer game is what I'm trying to say. Can rush down here for sure. We could even crescendo because we have the empty body in hand. Yeah, that's not bad here. We get to draw some cards. Vault, interesting vault here. Yeah, not a terrible vault here, but I just worry that we won't find the empty. I think it might be better to Talk to the Hand, Miracle Double Empty. Double Empty gets us 17. It's not bad, yeah. We could have also triple defended there instead of Talk to the Hand, but we're only taking... Oh, 1 second, I need to do something. Sorry, we're only taking 6 damage here, so it's not too bad. We're up against the Burning next time, which is a bit unfortunate. I don't like the Frail here, but what are you gonna do, right? Flurry of Blows early on is gonna be great, especially with the Talk to the Hand up. We'd like some more Flurries if we can get them. We'll go ahead and Eruption here. We'll draw 2 cards. We have the Protect just in case, so I think it should be fine. We have Tranquility here now. So if we play the Strike, we won't be able to play the Protect, but if we play the Tranquility, then it won't matter because, well, we won't get the... I was thinking we would get the block from Mental Fortress, but we don't have Mental Fortress up. We could think about Tranquility Defend to not take the 3 damage that he's dealing. Well, we could Defend Strike instead of Simmering. Without the Tranquility, Simmering is actually a little bit risky, so it's probably worth it to just Strike. But we're going to get the 2 block. So maybe it's fine to Simmering here. Oh, the 4 block. So, yeah, it probably is fine to Simmering here. I think it's a little bit slightly risky, but we're going to draw 9 cards. We're going to have a full hand. There's a very low chance we're not going to have an empty with it. And they're not even dealing any damage here, so yeah, we're fine. Can go ahead and Prostrate to start. Mental Fortress. We should get up those. I guess we can play, or maybe we should Deva form here. Yeah, we should probably Deva form here, even though it would have been nice to wall up and strike this guy. I guess we'll be in Wrath next turn, so we can probably finish him. Especially with the Deva form up. The heal wasn't really something I didn't expect there, but I don't think I really factored it into my play. We can strike an inner piece. He's not attacking us, so it doesn't make a difference what we do. Flurry blows will be nice too. Unfortunately, I can't keep the flurry for the shuffle, but he heals the 1 damage we dealt him or something like that. It's not a bad vault. We can Simmering Fury vault, which is always fun. I think we'll go ahead and do that. Okay, we can go into Divinity here and likely win. We don't... Yeah, we already used the... What's it called? Whatever it's called. We already used the thing. Whatever it's called. We used it. So I guess we'll Eruption and Hear No Evil. This is interesting here. This is an interesting pick. Just gonna grab a lozenge because my throat is sort of bothering me. Well, it's not signature move, that's for sure. Getting the Prostrate in our deck means that we can usually get into Divinity within the first shuffle. But Rushdown makes our deck more consistent. We're already at 30 cards, so we need the draw probably, but this also does overdraw quite a bit. Quite often, honestly. The other thing to consider with the Rushdown is the more Rushdowns you have in your deck, the more often you're going to draw them early. And drawing a Rushdown early is going to be very helpful for the consistency of your deck, right? But if you go into Divinity right away, then maybe it's okay. So the 2 plus the 3 is going to be 5, so we'll have to wait at least 5 turns before we're in Divinity. 5 turns of shuffles is, if we don't draw any cards, which is highly unlikely, is only 25 cards. So we won't see another Prostrate if we just shuffle normally. So we'll have to wait. Yeah, so we'll have to wait at least 5 turns normally, if not 4 sometimes with the Prostrate. So it's not necessarily guaranteed that we are getting to the. We'll probably get to the Divinity before the second shuffle, but it's highly unlikely that we'll be able to do it consistently or do it better than the Rushdown would be. I think we'll take the Rushdown for consistency. The mantra is good, of course, but Blood Vial is great for just a little bit of health gain every turn, or every single combat, for sure. I don't mind the Blood Vial. I don't know if I would take it, or I would have taken the Vampirism if we had the Blood Vial. I'm not sure if it would be good or not. We have some block. Probably want to play the Talk to the Hand right away. And then the question is, should we double block an inner piece, or should we just like not bother with the inner piece? It's probably pretty good to get the inner piece up. It'll probably, with the Lotus, I usually prioritize the getting the calm up rather than the keeping the miracle in hand, because it's usually just better. Especially with the number of empty bodies we have. Emptying here isn't bad, but yeah, we probably need the block, right? Yeah, we need the block, so the energy goes a little bit to waste, and we kind of needed the energy for next turn, but we do need the block, so. Yeah, so here we don't really have the energy to play what we want to play. We can waste, or we can spend the Tranquility and Crescendo to get some extra energy. And throw up a Mental Fortress as well to get the block from that. I don't know if we're gonna play Vault this turn. Probably not if that's our play. Let's go ahead and do that. Draw a little bit of cards. So the question is, what is the question? I guess the question is, should we Fear No Evil Deva form? And the answer is probably. Or the other question is, should we just vault here? I think getting the Deva form up is probably of paramount, but the Mental Fortress is also pretty good here. So we could always Mental Fortress vault. I mean, we're not guaranteed to draw an exit. We only have one exit, no, two exits in our deck. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards which are not exits, which we could draw. Although the Wrath would, no, we couldn't exit then. If we could go into Wrath, then we would be able to exit, which means that we would already have what we wanted. So I think we'll just take the we'll take the Deva form here. We get 24 block, which is exactly what we need. Which I probably should have counted, but I didn't, and it ended up okay. Okay, so we didn't get an eruption here, or that much block. Like, we got some block here. We have 24, 26. He's dealing 28. So, well, we're gonna get 28 when we hit this once, so yeah, we do block in fully here, so not too bad here. Counting up the mantra, counting up the devas is of course just good for us, so we can just chill, and we will eventually get there, I think. We have an empty and eruption in hand, so we might as well play the eruption because we can empty. We have a lot of empties in hand. Now we're going to be a little bit in trouble if we go into eruption here at any point, because we have a lot of empties in this hand. Probably too many empties. So this is 28 plus 8 is 36. So 36 damage is what we're trying to block. I guess we can just block everything, right? 36, yeah, that's enough. So we're just chilling. I guess we can go ahead and Simmering here. I am not actually sure what happens if you Simmering Fury on the turn that Damaru puts you into Divinity. I don't know if you get the Wrath first or the Divinity first. I guess this is a good enough time. This is as good a time as any to try it. We can go ahead and take our block with us. I have a bad feeling that you get into mantra before you get put into Wrath, which would suck. Yeah, you do, okay. It's a bit unfortunate. We have a lot of energy, though, to be able to play these cards, so shouldn't worry about it too much. We don't have a Wrath in hand. We do have Draw in hand, which is nice, of course. Always nice to have that Draw in hand. But we lose all of our mantra here. Oh, we probably shouldn't play that before the shuffle. Oh, we probably should have kept the Flurry of Blows for the shuffle as well. Whoopsie. And we probably should have played some of this stuff while we are in Wrath, now that I think about it. Well, we can go ahead and play the Prostrate, we can play the Strike and the Wall Up. Yeah, we can play the Wall Up, or we could play a Strike and something. No, we'll go ahead and play the Wall Up here. And then we can Simmering Vault to give us a decent turn here. Certainly a decent turn it is. These wounds are definitely not helping, but we could probably Fear before we empty. We don't have any draw in hand, which is unfortunate. We could have drawn the Eruption and had some draw in hand. We have some decent stand changing. We have some decent block. We have lots of energy, so we should be fine here. And we have lots of hits on the talk to the hand as well. Let's think about the block here. Do we need to empty? So 38, he's doing 36 plus 8 is 44. I guess we'll probably keep the Protect, right? So we should empty. We don't really want to lethal him right now. We'd rather bring him really low and then not lethal him in order to play the Lesson Learned. Ears are hurting a little bit. So we can draw with the Eruption. We have an empty in hand, so it's not too bad. We're not dealing the full damage, so we don't need to worry about the... Can't Flurry of Blows, though, because that will deal enough damage to break him open. We don't need the energy from the Vigilance right now, so we'll Vigilance at the end. He's gonna heal 5, which is a little bit annoying, but we can't do anything about it, really. We'll kill him if we hit him. So he's doing 52 here. We'll just walk in and then turn after we can, well, we can try to Lesson Learned. We're not guaranteed to do so, of course. We got it, so we can play that and trade the Simmering, I guess. Ginger, pretty nice. You can no longer become weakened. That's definitely pretty nice for Watcher, because Watcher gets double damage a lot of the time, and weakened, double damage really suffers from weakened for sure. I don't think we want any of these cards in our deck. We'll take the Fire for sure. Smith maybe. Smith on Talk to the Hand is pretty good. Smith on Vault also pretty decent here. Nicole Smith the Vault here. Being able to play that a little bit easier is certainly worth considering. We get a fight. We get a big fight. This is a terrible opening hand. I guess we have the Deva form. We can Deva form Miracle Defend if we want to. Yeah, it's probably worth doing, right? We're gonna take some damage here. It's a bit unfortunate that we get into this event here because we definitely don't want to take this damage right now. We're up against the Guardian, I want to say. No, it's not the Guardian. Something else I can't remember what it is. Collector, maybe? The Collector? I think it is the Collector. We get another weird hand here where we don't have... Well, we have the block to block in, but we have some weird stuff going on in this hand for sure. We'll definitely take the block over the strike. We can't become weakened, which is nice that block that effect. This is just 2 of the slavers, so they don't have the they have this stupid entangled, so we can't play the talk to the hand right now, and we definitely don't want to play the vault right now. But they don't have the hex. That's a different enemy. Block in a little bit, I guess. I mean, Vault could get us more block here, but we'll get the 16. Take a little bit of damage, but I think wasting the block on an entangled turn is probably not worth it, right? We're blocking so much weakened here, and it's dealing a lot of damage. Well, it hasn't dealt any. We haven't dealt any damage here, but it would be dealing damage if we had played any damage. The weakened immunity would have helped a lot there. We have an exit here, so we might as well go ahead and try to end these people's lives. Sometimes I say things and then in the middle I'm like, should I be saying that in that way? Yeah, we can definitely wall up him. I mean, we're doing a little bit more damage than we need to, but we're already blocked in, and I think it should be fine. We can also crescendo for more draw here and energy, and we'll probably end the fight, so we shouldn't worry too much about being optimal. We don't end the fight here, but we have more than enough block, and we can simmering as well, so that we are pretty much guaranteed to be able to block in. Oh, we have lethal anyway. We can take the other fight, maybe that's too greedy. We have 2 fights ahead of us. We do get 2 relics. Sorry about that. We do get 2 relics from this victory, but so it's gonna be Nob. How good are we against Nob? It's gonna be Nob and the Taskmaster. The Taskmaster is not a big deal, but Nob does tend to deal quite a bit of damage. I'm not sure. It really depends on the draw how good we are against Nob. We have quite a few skills actually, but I would say we're certainly capable of winning this fight. It just comes down to whether we're able to win this fight and the next 2 as well without dying. And I think the answer is probably, but it's probably safe to leave. I mean, we can always smoke bomb. Okay, let's just go ahead and do it. We might want a vulnerable Nob here. Oh boy, I could do a lot with this hand if we had our powers up, but we do not. I think we should probably David Form Miracle Empty Body. Geez, this is an unfortunate hand. We could do a lot with this. Well, let's think about Fear No Evil, actually. Because Fear No Evil can go into Calm, we can empty the Calm, which gives us 3 more energy. So can we Eruption, Fear No Evil, Empty Body, and then Deva Form at the end? 1, 2, 3, and then we gain 3 back. We could even spend the Miracle to strike as well, if we want to. We're going to be dealing the damage to the Taskmaster, at least the Fear No Evil damage, because of the if he intends to attack the intercom. We could deal the strike and eruption damage to Nob if we want to. We could even apply vulnerable. It's probably worth doing, actually. So we go into Calm, we empty, we get the 3 energy back, and then we Deva Form. Deva Form will allow us to get more energy next turn. So we don't need to worry too much about the fact that we spent the Miracle. So we didn't get a great hand here, but... Oh, wait, we don't want to play that. Let's see what we have in terms of damage on Knob before we think here. So this... I guess we're pretty close to lethal on Knob here. So defend prostrate doesn't look that bad, even though it's going to buff him a little bit. I can't imagine we would get very many draws here where we wouldn't be able to finish him or at least block in if we can't. I mean, we could get a bunch of powers, but there are so many outs in here that I feel like it's probably okay. I'm not sure if the prostrate was worth doing, actually. Might have been a little bit too much. Oh, the vulnerable is certainly gonna hurt us here. Okay, the lesson learned, oh, not quite enough. It should be enough in Wrath though, so let's think about our energy here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's the full energy. But if we inner peace before we crescendo, then we'll get 3 more energy back. So I think we go rush down, mental fortress, inner peace, crescendo, get the energy back, lesson learned. Oh, we're gonna take some damage though. Yeah, we're gonna take it. Yikes. Yikes. We're gonna take some serious damage here. Well, only 9 damage, but still, it's we're pretty low. We're going into another fight. We're going into another 2 fights here, so we definitely have the right to be worried here. We got the lesson learned off. Yeah, we got it last turn, so we can wall up and strike, and then vault, and we should guarantee lethal with the flurry, which I knew I didn't draw until now. Okay, so we had lethal there. Singing Bowl is pretty good. Prayer Wheel and Singing Bowl, what a combo there. I think we'll take the +2 max HP, if only for the heal. I mean, both of these are pretty decent, but I don't think we absolutely need them in our deck, and I would like to heal too, if I can. See, this is a bit of a scary fight. I mean, we always have the Smoke Bomb being quite good right now, even though usually the Smoke Bomb's pretty terrible. We're in Calm, so it's probably fine to spend a Miracle to hopefully not take damage from him next turn. It's a bit spooky here. We don't have enough damage to break this guy. We only have 8 block, so how much damage are we taking from these guys? We're taking 21 minus the 8. 21. Yeah, so we're taking 13 damage, so we'll be at 2 if we let this go. We definitely can't kill them, no, it's only 13 damage. Fortunately, Simmering is not a Wrath this turn, it's a Wrath next turn. If it was a Wrath this turn, we could kill this guy, we could get the Mental Fortress, proc, we could draw 2 cards, but right now, I think that's a little bit too much damage. I think I'm going to run away here, and hopefully the next fight goes better. If not, I guess maybe we should have tried to live it out with the 2 damage, but like next turn he's dealing 11 times 2. If we go into Wrath, we're going to have a full hand, but like 11 times 2 is a lot of damage. So, and we're not even killing the sentry this turn, so... Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by his toe. If he hollers, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Oh, that's bad. This is a bad fight. We're 100% taking damage in this fight. I mean, the wallop blocks in... 1 second. Sorry guys, I thought something was going on with the cats, but nothing is actually going on at all, so we're good. Yeah, so Wallop blocks in fully. We won't be able to play the Deva form, which is a little bit scary, especially since we don't have any guarantee that we can set up like a calm turn next turn. So if we Deva Miracle Defend, we're taking 4 damage. Next turn, he's dealing 6, and he's... I don't remember, maybe hexing us, maybe doing something else, maybe... I think he hexes us in the second turn, I'm not 100% sure on that. But playing Deva right now probably... I mean, 6 damage is not very much damage, right? I mean... like next turn is what I'm thinking. I don't know. It's pretty close between the Wallop and that. Certainly don't want to take the 4 damage now, but this is an interesting hand. I suppose we could... well, prostrate we're definitely going to play. I think we should probably... I think we should probably vault this turn. The question is, like... should we end in Eruption or should we end in Calm is the question. I guess Eruption... I guess Calm, because if we end in Eruption, then we're playing the Inner Peace for no reason, basically, so... we could probably exit next turn. Oh wait, we draw cards here. That makes things a little bit different. I guess we can Mental Fortress Vault here. We're probably gonna get an empty, so... I mean, we could not get an empty, which would kind of suck, but we did get an empty, so it's fine. So the 18 times 2 and the Vigilance is enough energy so that we don't spend anything, but I guess we should empty body first because we're probably going to end in Calm. $31 damage for the 6 that's coming in. Now I really wish we had a Calipers. I think we had Calipers in like the first shop or something, but I don't even know if we could afford it. This is kind of weird here. I guess we can rush down, strike, talk to the hand, and we probably want a Simmering here. We're gonna draw way too many cards next turn. We'll draw 7 in addition to the 5, and we already have Protect in our hand, which is kind of just funny, honestly. We can play the Mental Fortress for sure. The Flurry of Blows, the Fear No Evil to get the... oh, yeah, okay, the Flurry of Blows back, and then we probably want to get rid of some cards in our hand before we... so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... But the thing is, if we play any of these skills, then we're shuffling a Dazed into our deck. Yeah. The problem is we won't get the Flurry of Blows back. I guess it's slightly better to get the Flurry of Blows back, right? Oh, we don't shuffle the deck, though. Oh, that's a problem. Yeah, that is a problem. So 18 times 2, we're already blocking that. But I guess we might as well empty body at least to play another Flurry. I mean, I don't know if it's worth doing that with the days and all. Yeah, it might not actually be worth doing that. Oh, just 1 second, guys. I have to... The vet is calling. Okay. I'm back. The vet didn't have that much to say, just like probably stress if it's just the one time sort of thing, so yeah. I mean, it wasn't just the one time, but like the throw up was just the one time. Anyways, we're gonna draw here. Hopefully draw something nice. Well, we drew some attacks, which is nice, of course. We get the hex, so attacks are certainly helpful. I think we will go ahead and prostrate here. Oh, we're gonna trigger the divinity then. I don't think we want to do that. Do we have the... We didn't get the lesson learned on the other enemy, so we might as well wait till next turn instead of prostrating now and just go ahead and attack here. It'll get us the defend that we need as well, which is nice. And then just chill, I think. A 12 block for Mental Fortress is probably usually going to be enough to block in most things. So we can strike... Oh, wait a second. We should not have done that, because now we can't Eruption without killing him. And I would have liked to draw the 4 cards to see if we got the lesson learned, but it's okay. We'll just go ahead and kill him because... I guess we could have waited. We probably could have waited, but it's fine. Chew that lozenge away from the mic there. Just take the 4 HP. There's nothing here that I really think is worth taking. I think we will go ahead and heal here. It's a boss fight. We need to respect the boss. It also gets us another 2 HP if we want, or a crescendo if we prefer. I remember we took a little bit... We took too many crescendos another time, and we lost because of it. So potentially the 2 max HP is better here, but we do have double Mental Fortress, so possibly... Crescendo is okay. We have double Rushdown as well, so Crescendo is probably okay to take here. The only issue with this deck is really the opening. If the opening is bad, we can be in a lot of trouble. But yeah, that's basically it. Like, the opening is what determines almost everything about the deck. If we don't open well, then we're just dead. Like here, we didn't draw anything. We didn't get the Day Before, and we didn't get the Mental Fortresses. We didn't get the Rushdowns. We didn't get a Calm. So definitely not ideal. So this is an interesting hand. I mean, I think probably we should spend Talk to the Hand on this guy, and then, I mean, there's some nice block in this hand for sure, but I think we should just vault because I'd like to get through our deck a little bit more. Getting a Mental Fortress up is definitely worthwhile. We can even Fear No Evil and Crescendo if we'd like to, because we have the Empty as well. Let's think about the block here, and let's think about how much damage we're doing. So these are 18 damage apiece, so this is 18 times 2 is 36. We've learned that earlier today. 36 plus the... Well, 3 attacks is going to be only 6 block, whereas killing one of these is going to be 7 damage less. So I think killing one of these is the priority if we can. So we have 36 plus the 8 is enough to kill him, or him even, right? 36 plus... No, not him, just him. It's only 54 or 44, so that's not enough to kill the Torch Head, this Torch Head, so we'll kill this Torch Head instead. That would be sad if we were one damage off. We'll get 3 energy, so we don't need to worry too much about the energy here. We'll keep the empty to empty from Crescendo. We'll get some block from the Mental Fortress and the empty body. Crescendo here will get us the energy we need. And then we can empty, getting us 25 block. We will take 3 damage here, but it's probably the best we could have done, really, given the circumstances. Rushdown Eruption seems pretty good here. We can prostrate as well. I think we might... See, it's hard to say whether we should save the Mental Fortress because of the energy situation. We only have 3 energy right now. So spending all these cards and going into Eruption is pretty risky. We only have 1 out we could play, if that's the case, or 2 outs, well, 3 outs actually. And we'll draw 2 cards, or no, we won't draw any cards. Oh, we will draw 2 cards. I was like, wait a second, we don't have the Rushdown, but we do have the Rushdown. So with the extra Miracle, we'll have 2 cards. Or sorry, we'll have 1 energy with the extra Rushdown if we play the Mental Fortress right now. I think the Mental Fortress will get us less heal if we don't exit. Maybe we shouldn't even rush. We shouldn't even Eruption here. We should just maybe rush down Mental Fortress and protect. Actually, I think that's slightly better here because like Eruption is a big risk where we don't need to take the risk really. We can just block in something and then just chill. We're close to getting Divinity anyways, so we should probably just chill. I mean, we're taking some damage here anyway, but we would take a lot more if we didn't find the empty. Well, of course, the empty was on top. The Tranquility was on top, but it's always a risk, right? You don't know that that's the case. I think we will probably do some stuff here. Tranquility, Inner Peace, Crescendo is going to draw a ton of cards. We'll definitely find multiple empties. And we will have the energy in order to play the Day of Reform because we're going to exit Calm. And we get the Flurry of Blows into the discard as well, which is always nice. So if we want to play the Day of Reform right now, we need to play the empty body and play the Day of Reform right away, which I think is probably what we want to do. Day of Reform we will definitely enjoy the benefits of next turn and the turns after. It's a bit unfortunate to shuffle away a lot of our Calm and our empty, but you still have some stancy stuff in here, and yeah. He's not even attacking. What a loser. We can wall up for the right amount. I learned earlier, I think a couple days ago, that when this guy can actually summon another one of these torch heads, which I didn't even know. This is 12 plus 18 is 30, so it's not actually lethal on him, but probably worth doing, right? Probably worth doing on the torch head. Rather than the collector. Yeah, I think it's probably worth doing on the torch head. Even though we don't kill him, we bring him low. We get Divinity next turn, so it'll be a bit awkward to kill the torch head, but I guess we can just Flurry of Blows him at the end or something when we go into Calm or whatnot. We can draw as well here if we want to, but let's go ahead and strike. I think it's okay to shuffle the flurry. I mean, we could Fear No Evil and Inner Peace to draw cards and then shuffle and not shuffle the flurry back in, but I'm not sure if... I guess that would be pretty nice, especially because we do want to get the flurry back to just deal this little damage later. Although it would be nice to play the flurry at 12 right now, but I think it's probably fine. Probably better to play the flurry multiple times instead of just the one time at 12. I guess we would have to play it 3 times in order to... No, only 2 times if we played Interruption to make that up. We have an empty in hand, so we should be fine. We just want to get rid of the prostrate to make sure we don't overdraw with the Eruption. We're going to draw 5 cards, so... Gonna get a bunch of energy back. So we can double strike Fear No Evil. That's not Fear No Evil. Flurry of Blows. And then probably Simmering. I guess we could empty body Vigilance, Simmering, and then play the Flurry of Blows 2 more times. Probably worth doing, right? Why not, right? Why not play that Flurry of Blows a couple more times? Draw a full hand, of course, and more. Okay, so we don't have any direct Wrath in hand, which is a bit unfortunate. We can't draw then. We don't have the Inner Peace either. The water one, I was gonna say. Whatever that's called. That water one. We probably want to keep the Lesson Learned. I don't know if I'm that greedy, but we probably do want to keep it. We can empty body here just to go into Wrath at the start of the next turn and draw more cards. Although, probably overdraw. Yeah, we're greedy. We'll keep the Lesson Learned until we can play it on him. I don't know. We're probably too greedy here, but so he's actually summoning another couple dudes here. Fear No Evil isn't active, which is a little bit annoying, but we can flurry. Yeah, we can flurry. Why don't we flurry Vigilance, keep the... Oh wait, this is kind of silly. We should have put the strikes before we did that, shouldn't we? I guess we can just use the Inner Peace to go into Calm and not draw. But it is pretty nice to draw with it. I guess we might get another Calm back anyway, so it's probably fine. Oh, I forgot it was 4 cards. I thought it was 2 cards for the Rushdown. Whoopsie. Oh, we went to Mantra, so I should have probably played that differently. Well, we're gonna deal a ton of damage here. Can bring back that, and then can strike here for the 9, so that we're right at 1 damage, and then Inner Peace to... We're not gonna Flurry of Blows because we want to play the... What's it called? The Lesson Learned. But if we don't manage to get to it, that's fine too, probably. He summoned 2? I don't remember him being able to summon 2. I just remembered the 1. There we go. We got the Lesson Learned off, and we got to kill him, so all's good. All's well that ends well. So here we have a Blasphemy, which is always nice, but I don't know if we want to take... So sometimes the issue is with, like, Lesson Learned and something like Blasphemy, is that they conflict. So one of them wants to end the turn on one turn, and one of them wants to end the turn on the other turn. You can sort of align them, and you can negate the blasting effect, but I think here we want the consistency of scroll. I think it's slightly better. If we could take an energy thing here, that would be really nice. Of course, there's no energy things. That's okay. We could take Pandora's box. Or we could take an Astrolab. Astrolab not too bad either. Could get rid of the defends or the defends and the strikes, or I guess we could just Pandora's box. But these cards, they're upgraded, most of them, so I think maybe Astrolab is slightly better than Pandora's box here. Oh, not the eruption. Definitely not the eruption. That's for sure. Is there anything else we don't want in our deck right now? Maybe the unupgraded empty body, actually. Might be slightly worse. Actually, it's probably not worse, is it? It might be. No, it's probably not. I think we'll do 2 strikes in the defend that's unupgraded. The upgraded defends are not, like, great, but they're not terrible either. I mean, they are pretty terrible, actually. Okay, we'll do 2 defends, 1 strike. Sash Whip, much better than a strike, of course. Deceive Reality is better than a defend for sure. And Study isn't bad either. Study can be a little bit of a dud draw sometimes, but okay, Donu and Deka shouldn't be too bad to fight. I don't know why, but it's always like the shops are either all late or all early. I don't know. Feels like that to me. Could take 4 elites here. Pathing is alright. There are certainly some outs that are decent here, so if we take too much damage, we can just peace out. We're probably just going to take one of the early shops. Let's just take... well, I guess this is exactly the same path that we're going this way. Could take the 4 question marks for the potential Madness. Madness is pretty good in a swappy deck. I guess we'll leave that as an option. I guess if they're the same path, right? Leave that as an option. The left path, I don't think I would even consider. It's not good at all. I mean, it's 2 elites, but like, there's a lot better things than that in this particular map. So I think we'll go ahead and vault here. An extra first turn will be nice, especially one where we get the rushdown up. Sash Whip would be nice to have in our hand, but again, don't think we have the time to do that right now. We have the empty in our hand, so we can probably go ahead and eruption. We have the rushdown up, so we'll draw some cards. We'll do the one that is blocking in. So that next turn he'll have about equal damage. Lesson Learned doesn't do anything to these guys because they actually don't die. It might do the last one, actually. I'm not actually 100% sure. With it, if you're able to use Lesson Learned in the last one. I guess we can do it for Science, right? We can try out for Science. Well, I guess we could play the Lesson Learned right now if we're sure it doesn't do anything, but I don't think we want to do that either. I think we'll empty body, and then I think we'll deceive and study with the miracle. Study is going to be nice for sure. Shuffle away, insight into your drop piles is nice. We'll get the safety and the protect in our hands, so we have a lot of safety. We have a protect and a safety. We have lots of protection. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of energy here. Otherwise, I would love to play a lot of these things. This is quite a difficult hand, I would say. If we had an empty, it would be much easier because we could tranquility and then empty and then get all of our energy back, 3 energy back from Kong. This is the Lotus Flower, but here we don't have the energy to play the Deva form and the blocks. or the power. So I think we pass on Deva Farm here. It's a bit risky, but I think it is probably correct here. Yeah, it's probably correct here. I think we'll go ahead and pass on the... It's either safety, strike, or just protect, because protect costs a little bit more. I think protect is probably what we should play right now, and I think we will tranquility for the 6th block as well. It's a bit of an unfortunate circumstance in that last hand. Okay, so this will be a very nice turn. We can go ahead and start with the insight. Oh, this is going to be really interesting here. We can empty body. Probably vigilance now. And then I think we'll scroll. Flurry is really nice for sure. Let's start with, we have Crescendo as an exit. We can start with Talk to the Hand on the most healthy one, and then start with that. Crescendo will draw 4 as well, so I guess we should safety before we Crescendo. Maybe not, because that's a little bit stupid, right? Yeah, that is kind of stupid. But I don't want to overdraw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 cards in hand, so we need to get rid of a lot of cards in order to not overdraw. Yeah, we would have to get rid of a lot of cards to not overdraw. Okay, we're just gonna Crescendo. It's fine, we're gonna overdraw, but... we can play 1 strike, the Fear No Evil, and we'll start on, I guess, this guy. And then Flurry, Crescendo, or Empty Body. We definitely want the energy back. I think we'll empty here. We get the energy back because Flurry Black will insight to draw. And then Flurry to shuffle it into our discard now so that we can continue using it. And then I think we don't need the draw from the inner piece. There's no way we need that. So we'll just take the energy from the inner piece instead. Sash Whip is nice here for sure. I mean, 2 weak doesn't really matter, but whatever. I'm just trying to see if we can't end the game in this turn. I'm not sure if we have the Wrath in hand to end the game this turn, though. Can definitely kill this guy. Get another safety in hand. Or we could just bring them all low and then Simmering. Well, Simmering... yeah, Simmering's fine here. I was gonna say, well, Simmering doesn't actually get us the extra cards from the Rushdown, but the Rushdown doesn't matter when we already have 2 cards in hand. We're gonna draw 3 from the what is it even called? Simmering, and as well, on top of that, we already draw the 5 cards, so it doesn't actually matter at all. We still have the thingy in our discard, so we can go ahead and get back the Flurry of Blows. We will probably kill this guy with Flurry of Blows. We can Prostrate here if we want to go into Divinity as well. I guess we might as well, or we could draw first. No, that's kind of stupid. Let's go ahead and... yeah, let's just go ahead and Prostrate here, I think. We'll go into Divinity, we'll get a bunch of energy. We can kill basically any of these guys. I mean, we have lethal probably just in hand, right? Well, very close to it, right? Lesson learned, we'll try on the last guy. See if that actually works here. Okay, so lesson learned, this is the last guy. They say, if other enemies are still alive, revives in 2 turns at 50 HP. So if the other 2 are not alive, then this guy will be dead, right? So it'll be fatal. It does work. Okay, it does work. Good testing. Good science. If I ever ask that again, please tell me that it does work. I don't think we want another crescendo. It's pretty close, but I don't think we'll take that. It might be worth it, actually. The flurry is certainly worth it. We do have the scroll now, so we do have some extra draw. I don't know, maybe it is worth it, maybe it's not. It's hard to say with this kind of deck. There's a lot of moving parts. Enlightenment I don't think is going to be worth it in the deck. There's not very many cards that cost 2 or more. Only the Vault, Wallop, Deva Form, Lesson Learned, and Vigilance. Which is... oh, and Protect, I guess that's 5 cards? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... 6 cards? 6 cards, I still don't think it's worth it to take. We could take the Potion Belt, not too bad either. This is our last shop, unless we really, really want to visit that shop, which I don't think we really, really do. And we could, actually. We could take 3 elites and visit that shop, which is not actually a terrible move. I don't think we need the Orrery. We could take the Oddly Smooth Stone. That is a decent pick up here. I don't think we need the Perseverance either. I think we will probably remove one of the strikes, I guess. Yeah, we'll remove one of the strikes here. It's only $50 to do so. Oddly Smooth Stone is probably good enough to take here as well. And we could think about the Regen Potion or even the Potion Belt, which is kind of a weird thing to take in the shop. Distilled Chaos is a fun potion for sure, but I don't think we need to take it. Should we take another shop is the other question. Or should we take the Orrery? I think we go to the other shop. Crush Joints is also something that we could take, but I don't think we should take because of consistency. Okay, interesting. Lesson learned, another lesson learned. We definitely don't really want that. Let's go ahead and look at these. Don't think we really want many of these cards here. Oh, another Eruption could be fun. Dang it. We could take the Jack of all trades if we want. I really want to find the other Eruption, I think. Let's look at this one. Okay, so let's try to get the other Eruption. Ah, the lesson learned. We don't want that, I don't think. Nah, we don't need the other lesson learned. It's not worth taking. Oh, the Eruption must have been like here or something. How did we not see the Eruption? That was pretty stupid. This is probably fine. I want to go to the other shop, I do. I'm greedy. Everyone knows it. It's a bit of an annoying start. Could distill the Chaos here if we really feel like having some fun. Or we could just double strike and wait. Probably that's probably what's worth doing. I would just like a little bit more block, and we have the Mental Fortress up, so it might hit some stance stuff. But it might hit some stance stuff and then we'll be screwed because we'll be in Eruption. So let's just go ahead and double strike here. Distilled Chaos is actually pretty dangerous for a deck with the whole Eruption thing. So we probably need to play that on a turn where we're not too worried about taking a lot of damage. It would have played Empty Body, Wallop, which would have been a really weird play anyway, so... Wall up is nice here, of course. We don't need to play the empty bodies because we're not in anything, and we don't need the block anyway, so... Just chill here. This is certainly an interesting hand. Yeah, this certainly is an interesting hand, because I'm not... Do we get the... We switch stances, but do we switch stances? No, we switch stances after we deal the damage here. So I guess we could Crescendo and Vault. Crescendo, Flurry of Blows, Vault. Although I would like to Eruption. We could just take the 6 damage. Wow, that's pretty nice, actually. We get to double Flurry, Miracle Vault. Please find an exit. Okay, good. Well, I guess what we could do is we could Crescendo. So we're definitely doing this. Probably hitting them. And then the question is, should we Crescendo, draw 3 cards, see what we get? We have a lot of good cards in here that we could draw. Quite a few. We have quite a few comms. We have quite a few empties. We have a Scrawl. We would Talk to the Hand, a Deceive Reality. But mostly what I would be doing this for is to play the Deva form. Yeah, it's probably fine because we're gonna get double, or we're gonna get the Mental Fortress stuff anyway, so. And then here the question is, we probably still just do this, right? Yeah, this is still just worth doing. Because we're almost at lethal here. Oh, we should think about Lesson Learned, though. Yeah, we should definitely think about Lesson Learned before we kill these guys. Yeah, so I guess we could do Tranquility, Simmering Fury, and then Deva form to get the best chance of getting the Lesson Learned, but also, like, we probably will... Oh, we probably should have sent the Protect or something. We do get the Lesson Learned, and we do get the block, so that then we can just play this right away. Flurry of Blows upgrade is pretty good here. Worship is great, but I feel like our deck is not consistent enough to even use it, to be honest. I think we should just take the max HP. Meditate is not bad either, to be honest. Meditate is pretty good with like a Lesson Learned, with a Flurry of Blows, with a Scrawl, a Rushdown Unused, even Deva form could be good with it. I do like Meditate a lot. Although if you get it early, it kind of sucks, right? And again, I need to be careful about adding things to my deck that kind of suck when you get them early, because our early game is really the issue with the whole deck, right? So maybe Meditate is not worth taking. I need to reevaluate my whole existence. But I think Meditate's not worth taking. So here we don't have anything really going on. Okay, Vault. Alright then. So we're definitely not going to be able to kill him. So So we can play Lesson Learned here if we have the energy to do so. We can probably Tranquility, Crescendo, Wallop, Lesson Learned, Fear No Evil, even a Sash Whip in there. Let's see how much energy that is. So that we have 3, that'll be another 6 energy. That's exact energy, so we're fine here. We can go ahead and do all this stuff. I guess we're kind of wasting our resources here on this one turn. Yeah, it is kind of scary how many resources we're wasting here. Yeah, this is a little bit scary actually now that I'm doing it. We probably shouldn't have done this. Yeah, this feels a little bit silly now that we're in the midst of it. Guess we want this out of our deck, right? And I guess we want to be in calm. Yeah, it feels a little bit silly now that we're, like, doing it, because it's way too much damage, and we didn't need to do that much. And against a normal enemy, I think that would have been completely acceptable. But against this enemy specifically, I think it's a little bit, eh. So I think we're gonna play the defend here. We're taking damage, which is never good, of course. Yeah, so I think I should have kept around some of this other stuff to trigger the rushdown, for example. Can probably crescendo here safely. It's nice to see, obviously. We'll empty body here, get these going. Don't need to deal much more damage than that, though. So we can probably save the scroll for later. We can get the safety into our hands, though. Into our hands. We definitely don't need to play the insight whenever we have it. Just when we need to, I guess. Because it is retained, so we shouldn't be, like, super quick to play it all the time. What do we have in here? We don't have an empty in here. So I think we should play the Eruption before the inner piece. Or maybe we should go ahead and draw the Rushdown before playing the Eruption. I think we lost to this guy, actually, in that one run when we were playing the Watcher. I think that was the one that we lost to, wasn't it? Oh, wait. I just used the energy that I needed to re-up. God, I'm so stupid. If we get the Prostrate, we can get energy. If we get... Yeah, that was dumb. We can just empty body if we... Yeah, I think we should just empty body here. And then to play another attack here so we don't take any damage, but that was pretty dumb. We could have made a lot more return of that by going calm and then getting rid of the calm, but yeah, that was kind of dumb. So we're gonna go ahead and do some switchy here. Get us some cards, some energy. We don't have an exit. Is there an exit in here? Yes, there's empty body, so we should probably go ahead and we could strike if we want to. I think it's probably fine to strike. Although we're not guaranteed to draw the empty body is the other thing. which we didn't, so... Although he's dead after this turn, so it doesn't even matter at all. Yeah, it's totally fine, actually. And he's at 0 health, so... We don't need to do the stancing on this guy, like... We probably could have killed him if we really wanted to, but, it didn't really matter that much. I think we skip here. I mean, wheel kick is okay, but I think in the early game it's not good enough. Flurry of blows, another one could be good for sure. $33 cards is a lot of cards. And a flurry is not helping at the beginning for sure. An empty body can help in the beginning and in the middle, but I think we'll just take the 2. I don't know. This is a tough fight. Sometimes this fight goes badly. I don't really want to get rid of the Deva form, but I think Study, Simmering, Miracle Vault is probably better than Deva form there. We get a full hand. We get to kill these guys with Flurry of Blows. Can even weaken her for next turn. Let's think about the energy before we start playing things, right? So we should probably just prostrate right now. There's no reason to not later. Well, I guess we lose out on the Sash Whip right now if we do that, but I guess we have an empty, so we can crescendo safely. So we should probably Vigilance for the energy, since that's the only... We're probably just going to hit this guy twice with the Flurry Blows in Wrath. We'll hit him with this in Wrath instead. So Crescendo for 0 is probably... Maybe the 1, because we probably don't need the whole energy this turn. It's probably a good call here. Sash Whip. We'll go ahead and Insight to see what we get. Got a Scrawl here. But the problem with the Scrawl is that we already have a bunch of cards in hand. So I think maybe we just empty double Flurry. We could Eruption double Flurry as well. We have how many empties in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 empties. That is a lot of empties. We even have 6 empties with the Eagle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 5. Yeah, we have 6 empties, so it's probably fine. We'll do a little bit of extra damage by going into Wrath here. Oh, we draw cards. I forgot about drawing cards. I forgot cards existed. Well, at least we got 1 empty in there, which is not great, but in that 2 draw. We definitely do want to empty here. Okay, we have an inner piece here, which means we can empty. Get a Mental Fortress up as well, which is going to be nice. Could even draw if we're feeling risky. Well, I am feeling risky because there are 1, 2, 3 empties in here. We get, and this will probably be empty too, so probably 4 out of 9. We got 2 draws here. Feeling risky, we didn't get it. Okay, that sucks. Well, at least we can wall up for a bunch of damage, or a bunch of block. We can also Deceive Reality. We can wall up on him. Yeah, that's probably worth doing. And then Deceive to... Do we block in fully? We do actually block in fully, which is pretty impressive considering the amount of damage that's coming out here. We're immune to being weakened, which Raptomancer likes to weaken you, so it's good that we have the Ginger up. We can break calm here, so it's probably worth playing these. We'll keep the flurries in hand so that when we shuffle the discard, we won't end up shuffling the flurries back. We could actually shuffle the discard without even playing the crescendo here, which is pretty sick, because then we can play the flurries, even play an empty body, play the flurries again, play the crescendo, maybe end in Fear No Evil. We only got one flurry back, so maybe we should have played something else before then, actually. We could go into Divinity as well. For 0. So let's go ahead and strike Fear No Evil. Oh, he's lethal already. We want the lesson learned. Dang it. I guess we prostrate then. This is too much damage. We'll go ahead and Vigilance. And then I guess we can play these. Inner Peace to draw the lesson learned. And there we go. Easy peasy. Totally skill-based game. No luck involved here. We'll get the 2 max HP. Getting another Inner Peace is probably good. Devotion is also good. Empty Mind is also really good here. These are all really good. So I think we'll buy out this shop, honestly. Like, these are all really good. I'm not sure if Devotion is worth taking. Dolly's Mirror probably worth taking here. Dolly's Mirror, what could Dolly's Mirror get here? That would be, like, really good. Probably the Scrawl, but I really don't want to copy something that's not even upgraded, right? I mean, would we take another Inner Peace? Probably, right? Almost certainly, right? Question card I don't think is worth taking because we have the bowl and the prayer wheel, so I don't think we're going to be taking that many cards with the singing bowl. We can remove another defend. Make our deck slightly... maybe the strike instead, actually. Make our deck slightly more consistent here. Don't need the Apotheosis, that's just bad. Panacea could be okay, I guess, but not insane by any stretch of the imagination. Especially because I'm really concerned about just getting through this this act. I'm not that concerned about the heart, honestly. I'm more concerned about... We could take a second Vault, actually. Vault is a very good card, and it definitely helps us a lot. I think that's probably what we should take. Second Vault is Consistency City. Devotion is just such feels good with Damaru. Oh, it's just so good. I have to take it. We could also take the Thorns. It's certainly not bad against Donu and Deka. We're not gonna hit another shop for a little while, so it might just be worth taking it. We haven't been getting very many potions this time. We'll take the Ruby Key, maybe? Should be Rest. Should maybe Rest here. It's tough. Because I would like to be able to rest after these 2 elites, but maybe we don't take the 2 elites, maybe we just take an elite question mark instead. I think we need to rest. I don't feel comfortable not resting, to be honest. We could take a tranquility. It's not bad here. Our calm is... Well, we have another calm in inner peace now. Maybe our calm is alright. I just feel like our calm is I don't know if it's weaker than the wrath, actually. Maybe it's not. Establishment, I mean, establishment can help with the safeties that are we just randomly get from this deceive that we didn't even want. Probably should remove that. Although it's better than a defend, of course, and we're keeping the defend, so at least for now. Sorry, my bad. I think we'll just take the +2 max HP. We'll eventually get everything upgraded, and those will cost 0 when they're retained anyway, or the retained ones will cost 0. For some reason I was like, oh, I really want frozen egg, but I don't remember why. I don't think that was this run. I don't remember why I would want that, but I remember thinking that for some reason. This is an interesting hand. It would be nice if we could have exited instead of Wrath. If we could exit the other stance Calm and then get 3 energy and play the Deva. But I guess we could always Mental Fortress. I think we pass on the Deva here, even though it's pretty nice. Flurry here, probably. Crescendo empty will get us enough block to block in. And also get us the thing back twice. It's not enough block to block in somehow. We're actually like 8 short. I don't know. I feel like we shouldn't have been 8 short. That seems like a lot. We can always liquid memories the Deva form if we absolutely need to, but I don't think it's absolutely necessary to do so. 8 short is so much. I don't even know how that happened. We don't need to worry about this guy because he's gonna die from either the Mercury Argos or well, he's gonna die from the Bronze Scales just the next turn, so we should worry about the other Exploder for sure. So we can Mental Fortress. We don't have our Rushdown up, so Crescendo's not drawing anything, so we could think about Tranquility, Inner Peace here. I think it's probably worth it. This fight is not going to last that long. Another Inner Peace, that's interesting. Could Inner Peace and then Crescendo. Just draw some cards. I guess we have Empty Mind in our hand too, so maybe we use this for the energy instead. Probably use that for the energy instead. We'll probably deal with this with just the 9 here. Get the 3 energy. Can deal some damage over here. We'll leave the highest scales for, the highest thorns for when we just have the 1 to deal with. We can Empty Mind here. This Flurry's going again. Prostrate. Inner Peace. Get the Flurries back again, of course. Study, and I think we save the Crescendo for next turn. We have enough block, we have all that stuff going on, so should be fine. We'll just save it for when we want to kill this guy. We still have lots of cards, so we won't shuffle our deck or anything, and we could maybe even get a rush down to enable this play more consistently. Well, not consistently, I don't know what I'm saying. We could, I don't know, enable ourselves a little bit more. With the extra draw, of course. This should be enough. We should wall up instead, so that we have the block to be able to play the other attack. The rushdown is definitely a good one to grab. I don't think we need the other prostrate because we have devotion. Prostrate is not actually a good card in our deck anymore. But we have the devotion. Devotion's probably just better than prostrate in this case. Fasting would be interesting if we were able to Deva form consistently, but I think with the 3 energy that we have right now, we are not able to Deva form consistently. So I don't think we should take the fasting. With the 2 vaults, we should be more likely to Deva form consistently, but it seems like that is not the case usually. I would like to Vigilance, but it seems like Vault might just be better here to deal some damage rather than take a turn blocking nothing, right? Setting up the Talk to the Hand is certainly nice here. We can use the Miracle here, and maybe even the Tranquility, and then scroll for some cards. The Vault is, of course, very nice to get. Prostrate here, which will definitely the Devotion and the Damaru. We get 3 mantra a turn, so does the Damaru not even have like a status? I guess not. I guess it just triggers like a normal relic. You can study here, and then probably Empty Body. Flurry of Blows, Inner Peace to get the energy, Empty Mind, and then I think Vault. Yeah, we have a little bit too much energy right now, but I guess Vault is probably the best play here. I guess we could have crescendoed to see what we got. Oh, we got the Damaru and the Devotion triggers, so we're in, what's it called? What is this called? Divinity. What is it called? I have no idea. Fortunately, we don't have any draw that doesn't depend on being in a specific stance. So we're gonna have to exit Divinity. Divinity seems kind of not great in our deck, actually. Although it does give us 3 energy, like, a lot of turns, so maybe it is good. Is this still the first turn? I think this is still the first turn. I don't think we've let him have a turn. Poor guy. Maybe we did. No, we played Vault first, so this is actually still the first turn here. Poor guy. We didn't even let him have a chance here. Played Vault twice. Vault is such a good card. I guess we probably go ahead and defend here to get it out of our hand. We're gonna draw 5. We only have 1 flurry in here. Yeah, we only have 1 flurry. So we have 2 flurries on the go now. Don't have any more energy in our hand because we don't have any more calm. So we'll go ahead and Mental Fortress and Deva form, I think. Because next turn, if he attacks, we have an empty. We have an empty body anyway, so it's fine. I was thinking the other, the Fear No Evil, but we have an empty body in there. Empty body. Okay, let's see what we're doing here. So he's attacking. Sash Whip looking pretty nice here, but I think we should try to switch before we do that so we get the... We definitely want the Flurry of Blows back. Is there only 2 Flurry of Blows? I thought there was 3 for some reason. Maybe we had the option to get 3, but we didn't take it? I don't know. So here we're gonna go ahead and Insight in order to draw the deck. And then we can double Flurry. Oh wait, yeah, we're gonna play. Then Crescendo. Wait, we need to play things before we Crescendo, don't we? Yeah, I guess we could empty body before we Crescendo just to get rid of it in our hand. We can play an extra 2 flurries here, and then we're still too many cards in hand though. I guess we can protect. Why not, right? We should get it out of our hand. Protect is such a bad card in our deck, honestly. Don't even know why I added that. Can fear here. And then get the flurries back. Play the flurries, empty body. Get the energy back. Play the flurries again. Can inner peace, play the flurries, empty mind, play the flurries, then this should be enough, Crescendo, and then lesson learned. Of course it upgrades the card that I'm like, I should remove that. We just take the max HP, we don't need those things. I think we can probably at least do 1 elite, if not both. Although it would have been nice to take the key there, just in case. But if we don't take the elites, then we probably don't need to take the key. Devotion's nice to start with for sure. We can probably fear inner peace to start actually, just to see what we get. So we don't get an empty, which is a bit unfortunate. We can devotion deceive to block infully. So we don't get to play the study, but I don't think the study is better than the devotion here, personally. And I think blocking in is important there. We definitely don't want to take any unnecessary damage. Rushdown's nice to get up, but we don't have any Wrath in our hand. Nor have we had Wrath at all. We can probably safely just wall up and end our turn. Oh, we probably should have played the defend first so that the wall did a little bit more damage, but I don't want to empty my stance because we're not using the energy, and we already have enough block, so I think we'll just end our turn. We're going to go into Divinity next turn. This is turn 3 Divinity, which is pretty epic. Wait, don't we go into Divinity? Yes, we do. Okay. We have the Scrawl in our hand, which is also really nice for sure with Divinity. 9 energy. Fortunately, we need to get rid of things from our hand, but all of them seem to exit us. So I guess we'll just play the safety and the protect, and then scrawl for some actual damage. Because I'd like to do damage while we're in Divinity. We have those Flurry of Blows, which we can use for sure. Should probably go into Calm before we go into Wrath. There's a lot of things we just cannot play. Can empty before we go into Wrath as well, because we're gonna draw cards from the Wrath. So. Flurry, Sash Whip. We probably should have played the Mental Fortress before then, but it's fine. Oh, we probably should have played the Vault, but I guess we can Tranquility. Crescendo. Oh, whoopsie. We should have flurried before we crescendoed there. This is 80 damage. I guess we can Vault. It's been unfortunate to get rid of the he keeps this slow? That's interesting. Didn't even know that. We can talk here. Oh wait, we need to be careful of our energy here. Inner Peace. Empty Mind. $22, $22. Can rush down here. Crescendo to draw some cards. Flurry is 49, which is a bit too much. Want to be able to use our lesson learned here if we can. We can empty body and crescendo to draw to see if we can get it. Well, we don't get it, but we do get some energy. So we can go ahead and inner piece, empty body. We can fear no evil. Oh, that's 49 damage. It's gonna kill him. This is probably gonna kill him too. So I think we have to kill him here, or we could just wait. I guess we could wait. Are we really willing to wait? I mean, he's trying to weaken us, and we can't be weakened. We have a vault in deck. It's probably fine. We can just inner piece here. Even Simmering Fury and Mental Fortress. That's probably fine. We'll probably be able to get to the lesson learned, and if not, well, I don't know what we'll do really. If we can't get there, I mean, like, that would be absurd if we couldn't, honestly. Yeah, so we can just even vault right now and then get to the lesson learned, like, or we could empty mind and get to the lesson learned, like, in vigilance or prostrate and study and empty mind, and we draw 2 cards. We don't get it, which is hilarious, but we seriously don't get it. That's really funny. We don't have any draw in our hand except for vault, so I guess we're gonna vault and see what we see. Well, we get triple damage though. This will be lethal for sure. Inner piece upgrade, nice. We're still getting these upgrades flowing. We definitely don't want another Deva form. We don't want either of these either, so we'll just go ahead and pass. Should we take the other elite or campfire? Or sorry, not campfire. The question mark. Question mark could be madness, which would be pretty nice for sure. Go ahead and take it. It's a shop. It's a shop, guys. Shop has mummified hand, which is pretty nice too. Sunflower is also great, for sure. Waffle isn't even too bad. Let's think about Mummified Hand here. So we have the Rushdowns, we have the Mental Fortresses. Mummified Hand is pretty good in our deck. We have the Deva form. Yeah, I think we'll probably take the Mummified Hand. It's really good. And then we could take the Blind because we don't have very many status effects, and the Talk to the Hand is not going to work if we don't clear the artifacts beforehand. Yeah, we don't have any application of debuffs except for the Talk to the Hand, so we could probably take this. Although it might be a dead draw, so I'm inclined to say no. I think no is the better answer here. Let's just continue on. Getting a little bit tired for some reason. Usually don't get this tired during one of these runs. This is a pretty easy turn, especially with the Mummified Hand. Go ahead and Simmering here and just chill. Simmering might hurt us next turn, but we probably will find an empty in that many cards, and we get the 12 block to start, so we did find an empty. We should be able to go off here. This is lethal on him, which is already... we should be careful of our energy here as well. We can inner piece Crescendo to get some more energy. And then go ahead and lesson learned. Then we should probably talk to these guys. And then I think maybe inner peace. It's fine, you know. We don't really care about the safety too much. We're gonna do some damage here. If only we had judgment here. We'll go ahead and crescendo. Draw the 2 cards. We should devotion before we do that because get some discounts with a modified hand here. Guess we'll just discount the defend. I don't know. We don't have any draw, which is kind of weird for this deck. We drew very poorly in that turn. Yeah, we don't have. I guess we could use the liquid memories to get back to like an empty body or something. I guess we did need to see reality last turn. Don't really want to waste the liquid memories, but I also don't want to take this much damage, so I guess that's how it is sometimes, right? Sometimes you don't draw very well and you need to use your potions. That's why we have them. 11 times 2 is a lot of damage. We probably should have taken the safety because we knew that the 11 damage was coming. Like, I knew the 11 damage was coming. I don't know if you guys knew the 11 damage was coming, but I did. It's a pretty common thing for them to do. We'll go ahead and crescendo and then play out these. Oh, we can. No, we can't. We already played the lesson learned, so we'll just go ahead and end the combat here. We don't get a potion to replace our potion, which is a little bit annoying. We don't want to take the crescendo, I don't think. We already have too many here. Yeah, we're good here. Just take the extra HP. We obviously need to recall here in order to get that. That's why I like to recall before, because we can't do anything then at the end. Okay, this is not a terrible hand, for sure. We can obviously vault here. It seems pretty good. We can melt Mental Fortress to discount something, which means we can save the Miracle, or we could Inner Peace right now and Miracle the Vault, but I think drawing right now is probably not going to do anything. Interesting. We could empty body, crescendo, or we should probably keep the empty around for the crescendo play, just in case we need to empty. I definitely want to scroll here for sure. Oh, we should do the damage on here, actually. I forgot about what these guys do. So I should scroll here, probably. Rushdown's really nice to get activated. We also get to give these discounts out. Getting a 0-cost empty body for a turn is pretty nice too. I guess we can just get rid of the talk to the hand. I mean, it's nice to obviously hit talk to the hand. Actually hit, but we don't have any debuffs. We didn't take the blind, so we're not doing anything with that. Just use it for the 10 damage and it's gone, right? So I think we'll go ahead and empty mind here. I thought we had a flurry for some reason. Must be making things up. We do have a tranquility here, but we can always save that for next turn. We can go ahead and deceive Vault here if we want to. I don't know if we should waste the Vaults right now. Both of them, because we already did one, right? And we can block in, so why not block in, right? Yeah, I guess 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards that we'll keep. We're not drawing any extra, so should be fine to do this. We're not going to overdraw anything. Otherwise, I might go into like calm before. That is a weird noise that they make. Okay, so let's start with the devotion so we see what discount we have. We have the discount on the protect. That's pretty nice, honestly. So we'll start with the flurry of blows. Obviously, we'll get the prostrate going as well. We'll go into divinity in the next 2 turns. Get 3 a turn. 3 at the start of our turn. With the Damaru as well. So we have 2 draws from Rushdown. We have 1 flurry of blows in the deck. So we can let's throw away the protect right now so that we can draw some cards here. I guess we should probably think about our energy a little bit more. We'll probably be fine on the number of cards we have, so I think we can go ahead and use that as the... Oh yeah, we should play this, of course. Use that as the calmer. We're gonna probably use the tranquility as well here. Wasn't sure if we were gonna, but I think we are going to. Yeah, we are going to use the tranquility here. And then crescendo as well, I think. Or we should probably check what empties we have and how much damage we're taking. So we're taking, if we are in crescendo, or if we are in wrath, we're taking 60 damage, and we have almost 60 blocks, so it should be fine. Oh right, we do have a weakened. Right, I forgot about that. Completely forgot about that. We didn't draw great here, so we actually won't be able to do much. But next turn we can draw 3 in addition to these 3, which will be a full hand. We aren't going to go into wrath because we're already in wrath, so it won't matter. I don't have a lot of extra energy here to play the Deva form, that is. We only have the 1 calm in hand at least. I'll play this other rushdown to see what kind of... Okay, so we get a discount on the simmering, which is kind of funny. Don't really need the simmering to be played right now, but I guess you can play it for the idea that... We'll play the study as well, I think. Because we can always... Oh, that's definitely good. The chance that we get the Deva form discount is good, and then also we have the crescendo if we ever want to empty the vigilance, cheaper than the empty body, but I think right now we're gonna maybe vigilance crescendo because we have an empty in hand, and we probably want to continue this a little bit more. Go ahead and do this so that we draw... Oh, we already drew maximum even without playing that. So maybe it was stupid to do so, but we unfortunately stop our draw train here. We have enough block to block in the 30. So maybe we, I don't know, we should go into wrath because of the, well, 1, the flurry, and then 2, next turn, we're going into the simmering. We played that at the start of the turn, so it's a bit hard to remember that, but we do have the simmering on. Geez, calipers would have been really nice in this deck. Oh, dang it. I hate when we go into Divinity and then we go into Wrath right away with Simmering. We should have thought about that, actually. Yeah, that was stupid of me. Yeah, we actually shouldn't have played the Simmering at all. Lots of energy with the whole what is it, Divinity thing, so we can play these easily. We don't have a whole lot of Wrath in hand, so we should probably use the inner pieces for actual draw. Let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so we can play one of these for draw right now. That's not a great draw. Can probably play like a defend and an empty body here. I guess we'll just play the Sash Whip normal. Can Insight here. Getting another flurry of blows in there is nice. We can Inner Peace here to get the flurries back, and then is there a... No. We'll go ahead and I guess Eruption maybe. Or maybe we can Deceive and Safety before we do that to get rid of one more card. I just don't want to shuffle the flurries into the deck. I guess it's only 14 cards, so it's not that big a deal. We can play the other one after we Empty Mind. Oh, whoopsie. We should have played one more card before we drew there. We can definitely play the Prostrate here to get the extra mantra going. Deceive is nice. Oh, we should have played the Lesson Learned on there. Yeah, that would have been smart. I don't think I need to take a Vault turn right now, at least. We can Simmering. Draw just a heck ton of cards next turn. The triple Empty Body is all together. That's pretty funny. For some reason, I think that's really funny. Let's go ahead and... it's much easier to go off when you have the Fear No Evil going, so it was probably right to not vault that turn. So we'll Fear here, get those flurries back, play the flurries, can Empty Body, get the energy, get the flurries going. Oh, we probably... No, we're only going to draw 4 cards here, so... So let's think about not shuffling the flurries back, I guess. So we can Vigilance here to get the other flurry. Oh, but then we have no energy. So I guess we can just Empty Body here to get the other flurry. No, that's stupid. We should Inner Peace. I was thinking of Inner Peace for draw, but like we don't need the draw. We already have like a full hand here. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. We have the flurries in hand. We'll play the Empty Body. Then we'll play the Insight to draw our deck so that the flurries are not in the draw pile. Play the flurries. Then I think we will... I guess we should probably use the Inner Peace for draw, but we don't have the draw and the energy is the problem here. Because we can't play 4 things. Which is a bit, unfortunate. If we had the Nunchaku or something like that, or like the, what's it called? The something. I can't remember what it's called. The ink bottle. The ink bottle, that's what it is. Then we could have probably kept going here, but I mean, we're already at 100 block and he's half health, so it doesn't really matter. Just go ahead and Vigilance probably, play these. We don't have any 0-cost Eruption, so left at least. We do have 0-cost Eruption in the deck, but not right now. I think standing is a lot harder than sitting. Very obvious point, but very true nonetheless. Fear No Evil is probably pretty good here because of the fact that we're not actually in, or he's not actually attacking, so we can actually. Oh wait, we should think about Lesson Learned here. We can't get to Lesson Learned very easily. We don't have any draw in hand. We can Safety, Protect, and Simmering to like get the best draw, or the most draw. Is there anything that is... No, there is no minimal damage here, so we'll just go ahead and get the most draw here, and then see if we can get the Lesson Learned to actually upgrade something. I mean, we're at the final boss, and we're still trying to get the Lesson Learned, which is the first card that we got to actually proc. We can go ahead and Lesson Learned, and then we get the upgrade on Devotion, which is great, of course. still haven't gotten the talk to the hand upgrade, which is kind of funny because we had that for a long time. Keep upgrading the other things. That was a pretty good run. 1,429 before even the heart. This has been a good run. We got to Ascension 11 just with that play there. We have beat Ascension 10 now with the Watcher. We beat it with the Silent, and we still have the Defect and the Ironclad, which we were pretty close to beating with those two as well. We definitely want to upgrade the Talk to the Hand, I think. It'll be certainly very useful on the heart. Shop, let's see here. We have more Mantra, we have a Conclude, we have a Battle Hymn. I think maybe we'll take the Distilled Chaos to make the early game slightly better, in case we don't draw very well. And then I think that's it. Because in case we don't draw very well, Distilled Chaos could help us out with finishing off. Why do I always say that? I don't know why I keep just repeating that phrase, which, like, I don't want to say. But to get us rolling, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I don't know what's wrong with me. Anyways, we can prostrate here. I don't think we probably need to pop any of the potions in this fight, although we might get a potion from this guy, so we can't talk to the hand and Eruption and Vigilance, but we can talk and Vigilance. Although the artifact, maybe we want to pop the artifact with Sash Whip before we use Talk to the Hand. It's probably worth doing, actually. We probably want to end in Calm. We have a Wrath in hand, so we should be fine. The Anchor was almost all the block anyways. So we can draw here, which is probably worth doing. That's a great draw for sure. Zero cost draw is the upgrade, which is funny. Rushdown is of course really nice to get right away. It would be nice to get some mental fortresses up here as well to start getting this block going, which we definitely need right now, of course. We could discount the Wallop, perhaps. It did discount the Wallop, so that's nice as well. Let's go ahead and Crescendo here. Draw 2 cards. We can Wallop while we're Crescendoed. Oh, it's unblocked damage, so we should probably wait to do that, actually. Let's go ahead and Deceive Reality. I think we have enough. Maybe we don't have enough energy. We do have quite a bit of energy, though, so we'll just start making up the block here. We have an Empty Mind in hand, so just trying to think about what we should do to draw here. I guess probably Empty Mind first. Mental Fortress is nice, of course. Can Devotion here. Can throw out the Defend because we just want less cards in hand. And then I think we should probably like Tranquility, Crescendo, and Scrawl. Because I think if we don't get an empty with the Scrawl, that's the most insane thing ever, honestly. I would just take the loss. Oh, we also do get the 2 cards from the Rushdown as well, which I didn't think about. We could just throw the Wallop out here just to get rid of it from our hand, get another card to our hand. Might be worth doing. I think we'll Scrawl here. We could do Inner Peace first, but I think we'll just Scrawl because it'd be nice to get the Flurry Blows out there before we start doing that. The Sash Whip we definitely want to apply while we're in Wrath and all that. So we can Inner Peace Empty Body here to get us some more energy. We could strike first if we want to. We're gonna get 3 back, so we're gonna spend 2, we're gonna get 3 back. So we'll definitely have enough to play Vault. I don't know if we will play Vault, though. It seems a little bit not necessary. Oh, we probably should have struck. We should have used the strike there. Struck there. We should have struck there. Yeah, definitely should have struck there. I don't know if we want to play the Vault is the thing, because we almost have enough block. I mean, if we empty body, we do have enough block, right? So maybe we don't play the Vault here. Play the other empty body and the Simmering probably instead. I mean, Simmering Vault is a classic play, but I think we don't want to get rid of all this block here. And they're dealing damage to themselves, and why not take another turn, right? We'll get some more mantra going, right? Possibly get to the lesson learned and all that. We should think about not shuffling the flurries right now. So I think if we are going to Flurry of Blows and then empty here, we can get them back into our hands and then Insight. So we should throw the mental, we should throw the rush down, Insight here, shuffle the deck, can throw the flurries out, then we'll probably Fear No Evil, get these flurries going again, and then we can throw the Protect before we crescendo here to draw more cards. Or to not overdraw, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. I don't think we really need to talk to the hand on this guy right now. Let's see what the lesson learned is at 24. So 16 plus 12 plus 24, that's certainly going to be lethal on him, right? 16 plus 12 is 28. 28 plus 24 is 40, no, it's 50, 52. So that's lethal for sure, so go ahead and talk to this man. Well, the other thing that we could consider is Inner Peace Eruption. But I don't know if that's lethal, but it does get the flurries back, so it probably is lethal anyway. We can talk first though. Inner Peace, Flurry, Flurry, Eruption, then Lesson Learned. That's a nice upgrade for sure. I mean, we only have like 2 upgrades left, but still. There's Flurry here. Then maybe we Deva form, so we have enough block and all that. Yeah, we could probably just Deva form here. I don't know if we want to Inner Peace. Oh, we're gonna get Devotion next turn, so we should Inner Peace to get some extra energy, because it doesn't matter. And I guess we'll deal some more damage too. I've said this a few times, but Calipers would have been really nice in this deck. Even though it doesn't matter, we should try to clear him before we wall up here. Just to get the extra block for the fun of it. Sash Whip, of course, is very nice here. Vigilance will get us the Flurry of Blows back, and then the Empty Body will finally get the Flurries of Blows back to finish the job. Excellent, excellent. Akabeko is nice, of course. Just an extra 8 damage usually. I don't think we have anything that super synergizes with it, but whatever. We should probably pop the Dexterity Potion right now. We might as well pop Power as well. Okay, the Stancing is very nice here. And Study as well. can probably... No, let's save that in case we get in trouble, right? Yeah, probably right. We don't have any draw here, which has been unfortunate. We could play this just to see if we can get something interesting going. Interesting in a way, I guess. I guess we might as well play the Eruption and the Fear No Evil. We won't have as much energy next turn since we Eruption this turn, but it'll probably be fine because we have the Miracle and the Tranquility in hand. So let's play these powers here, I think. Oh, we probably needed to defend first. Mental Fortress. We might as well rush down. Yeah. I mean, it'll discount the slime, but whatever. It's fine. Maybe it was probably better to wait on that, actually. We probably should have Mental Fortress afterwards, but... we can play the safety now as well. Tranquility. Crescendo. We'll save the Mental Fortress for discount. The flurries are nice. Oh wait, we can't draw anything, so there's no point in worrying about the discount. Just spend it here. We're still in Wrath. I didn't even think about that. 6 times 15 is a lot of damage. Yeah, okay. I don't know what I was sort of thinking there, but it was not intelligence, whatever it was. I don't think that's even close to lethal on us, but still, we probably shouldn't have taken this damage here. Yeah, that was kind of dumb. Oh boy, this is not good. This is very, very bad. Yeah. This is terrible. $67, that's almost all of our HP. Oh, what have we done? I'm a little bit spooked here. Yeah, I don't know. I'm a little bit spooked here. Oh, we could have crescendoed for the draw there, but it would have been a little bit risky. It might have been worth it, though. We could have gotten the vault and then played the vault. Yeah, it might have been worth it. Okay, so we're gonna empty body here just for the block. I don't really want to do it, but... because I don't want to take any damage. We can crescendo, I guess. Could probably miracle first. Miracle, crescendo. We have lots of empties, so double flurry is what we're doing. We can devotion here. Wall up, and oh, we're out of energy. Yeah, probably should have vaulted there. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing, but it's stupid, and I need to stop just playing random things and not actually worrying about playing optimally, because this is the hard production mode, so this is not a joke. This is very serious and scary. We should play the Hot Talk first. Oh wait, he is artifact, so it doesn't matter. We're probably gonna draw here. This is certainly interesting. Scrawl turn, lots of energy with it, so this is weird. I guess we should inner piece to get the flurries back before we insight. And then we play the flurries. We play the prostrate. Guess we don't need the draw from the inner piece, so we should crescendo instead. And we're gonna draw from the crescendo as well, so. We need the energy from the inner piece, really. We're gonna get lots of block here, so it's gonna be really nice. Lots of energy. Probably play the deceive, the safety, and the scroll. Or maybe just the scroll. I'm not actually sure. Might as well get the Deva form out of our deck here, right? Oh, we don't have the energy to reset here though, which is kind of unfortunate. But we can still get some energy next turn and some cards next turn by Fear No Evil Simmer. Oh, Flurry of Blows we should probably play as well. 4 times 15 is only 60, and we have way more than 60, so we should be good. We have 2 vaults in deck as well that could be used to save us. I know why I've been misplaying is because I'm not listening to this dramatic music. That's why. Listening to the music is certainly going to help me play better. How have I not realized this? Let's go ahead and wall up here. Sash Whip seems good to just get rid of that artifact. Then we can probably afford the Vigilance here. Get the Flurry of Blows. We'll go ahead and Insight so that we can draw the deck and not shuffle in the flurries. We'll play the flurries out here. Sash Whip is certainly welcome, but let's make sure we don't overdo our energy here. So I think Empty Body here is slightly better than Sash Whip. We can always get the Sash Whip played by the Flurry of Blows here. Or we could probably wait until we're in Eruption to play the Sash Whip instead, but we're going to draw a bunch of cards once we're in Eruption, so might as well play these things out now. These burns and wounds are really not helping with our draw situation. I think we'll go ahead and go into Calm first so we get the energy. And then Eruption. We don't have an exit here, but we probably will draw one, is what I'm hoping. We did draw 2, or 3. So it's all good. We can Vigilance Empty Body, or we could Vigilance Inner Piece because we need to draw, but this is the other scenario. This is again the same scenario where we could draw the Prostrate and that would allow us to reset here. Let's think about that here. So if we draw the Prostrate, it's 4 out of 10 cards is the Prostrate. Or sorry, yeah, 4 out of 10 cards we get to see, and Prostrate's just one of them. All the other cards are not going to work. But it doesn't really matter if we empty our inner piece right here, like, either one's fine. Okay, so we're gonna Prostrate here, we're gonna get the energy back. We're gonna be able to play these at triple. Unfortunately, we don't have any draw, so we can't, like, play the Wall Up, or the Lesson Learned, or the Fear No Evil at triple. Have I been saving the Lesson Learned to get an upgrade? I don't even know. I don't think I have been, but maybe I have been. We can Empty Body here just to get another couple flurry plays. Unfortunately, we didn't get any draw here, so we can't actually properly reset. I guess we can. So we're gonna play the Protect and then the Simmering just to get the full hand of new cards instead of the other thing. So we managed to reset, but we didn't manage to actually keep it going. So we can... Fear No Evil doesn't work as well here because he's not attacking. Flurry of Blows is obviously something we want to play here. Might as well play the Sash Whip and the Wallop and stuff while we're in Wrath here. We don't have a Calm in hand, but we can probably get one with this, or we could Vault if we need to. I think we need to Vault here. Yeah, we need to Vault here, because we don't have the energy in our hand. Deva Form is kind of funny because we don't take that many turns, so it doesn't actually get that high, which is kind of weird. Usually Deva Form is very helpful. We'll double Inner Peace here because we need the draw. Might as well Prostrate here. Oh wait, that was maybe not smart. Insight, Flurry of Blows, Empty Body, double up on these. I guess we can keep the safety in our hand and then end our turn. So we should probably be able to win next turn, although it's not guaranteed by any stretch of the imagination. And we might not even win still. I mean, it's pretty close. This game has been very close. This is not a guaranteed win by any stretch of the imagination, in hand, at least. In safety first, to not take damage. He's doing a double beat now, so it's a little bit harder. We need to keep track of our armor, or our block, very carefully here. So we're gonna Insight, well I guess, yeah, we'll just Insight. I mean, this will tell us whether we have a dud turn, unfortunately, which is really bad. Yeah, we're gonna dud this turn, which is not great. I mean, we block in a lot, obviously, but 15 times 4, that's 60, right? So he's not killing us. And we should be able to kill him next turn. We absolutely... Oh my word. Okay, so we somehow managed to beat the heart with only playing one of our vaults and keeping the lesson learned until the very end. That's just disgusting, honestly. Well, let's see what we upgrade here. Okay. That's a pretty good upgrade. I guess we'll use that for the next fight. Excellent. Thanks, Jay. Got a pretty good score. Anything over 2,000, even anything over 1,000 is pretty nice. But 2,054 is a pretty nice score. I guess Ascension is 5% per Ascension level, which is not a joke. At Ascension 10, like 568 is a lot of points. Anyways, that was fun. I feel like we got to Act 3 in like an hour and a half, and then we spent 2 hours in the last act trying not to die, because our deck was like not necessarily consistent enough to win every game, but it was pretty good. So in Act 1 and 2 it really didn't matter. We had switchy, so it was fine, but Act 3 and the end was like a little bit dicey at times, so we spent a lot longer on that. Then it definitely wasn't 1/3 each, that's for sure. Alright, well, I hope everyone has a good day and productive day and good afternoon and all that. This is me off. Have a good one.